Are you looking for social media management, web development, videography, graphic design, or assistance with grant writing? Then Redinger Technologies is your solution. They can help you change your marketing execution capacity today, leaving you to do what you do best, run your business. Give them a call at 307-285-0105 or find them online at redingertechnologies.com. Redinger Technologies. Let the professionals handle it for you.
Being a truly great dental practice isn't just about treating patients. It's about finding meaningful ways to serve in your community. Dr. Michelle Meehan encourages you to get involved. Donate to local charities. Serve on a board. Sponsor local events and sports teams. Volunteer your time and give back. Sheridan's a wonderful place with so many awesome nonprofits that could use your time and talents. Dr. Michelle Meehan, sponsoring Sheridan Troopers Baseball on SheridanMedia.com and KWYO.
Some of the best things about business are the connections you make. Whether you're working with people down the block, across the state, or on the other side of the country, Range can help keep your connections strong. I'm Gabe Reese, your Range Business Solutions Specialist. I'm here to make sure your business has the network service, internet, phone system, and video monitoring you need. With Range, you're connected to the best. One company, one network, all for one reason. You. Range.net.
It doesn't matter the weather. It's always grilling season with the Traeger grill. You can grill, smoke, baste, roast, braise, and barbecue, and with temperature controls. No more burned food. Check out the Traeger grills at Blowdorn Lumber in Sheridan. And while you're there, pick up a cookbook and some rubs.
And we will have the trooper lineup here. Carter Dubberly, the center fielder, will be leading off for the Troopers. Followed by Rich Hall, the shortstop today. Cody Kilpatrick batting third and playing left field. And Trevor Stowe batting cleanup, playing second base. Michael Greer, the third baseman, will follow him. Then Dalton Nelson, the catcher. Hunter Stone, the DH. Caden Steele, the first baseman. And wrapping it all up, Dylan Greeno-Groom playing right field.
Yeah, pretty, just kind of following the grain, if you will, for their lineup. Not a huge amount of change here. No Cody Kilpatrick behind the plate. He's been kind of catching for them pretty much the whole season, so it'll be interesting to see what Dalton Nelson can do behind the plate, and then with Cody Kilpatrick in left. We'll see if there's any difference there. But other than that, not a whole lot of difference in terms of lineup change for the Troopers and on the field as well.
It looks like we have Corey Hammock in the field umpiring today, and behind the plate for the first game, it looks like Ryan Murner.
The lineup for the Powell Pioneers today, Ryan Cortez will be leaning off for the Pioneers, playing center field, and it'll be Jet Schwann. He'll be catching for his pitcher, the pitcher will be batting third. His name is Brock Johnson. In the 4-hole, Trey Stenerson, he's playing shortstop. And then the 5-hole, Cade Queen, he's playing third base. Aiden Greenwald will be playing first base. He's batting 6th. Dalton Worstel playing left field, batting 7th. Aiden Wantalak, he'll be playing second base and batting in the 8-hole. And then Nate Feller playing right field and batting in the 9-hole. And then your subs today, Keaton Rotek, and then Cole Foskey for the Powell Pioneers. Coming up now is the national anthem.
And a great job there done by Logan Watkins of the Honor Choir from SHS doing the live national anthem here today. We will take a quick short break while they finish warming up here, and we will be right back with Troopers Baseball on KWYO 106.9 FM and also streaming over on SheridanMedia.com.
Ready for a new career? True Build Builders, Sheridan's leader in custom post-frame buildings and homes for over 24 years, is expanding their workforce and is currently taking applications for all skill levels. You'll work for a community-oriented building company that's been supporting local sports teams, rodeo, FFA, 4-H, and more. You'll be offered a competitive wage depending on your experience with an opportunity for advancement and training. Contact Jim or Brenda at True Build Builders 752-0631 or email truebuildjobs@vcn.com. Is it time for a career change? McDonald's restaurants in Sheridan, Buffalo are currently looking to fill shift management positions that pay up to $18 per hour, and you can work today and get paid tomorrow. Improve your life with a new career. Benefits include IRA contributions, health insurance, paid vacations, tuition assistance, flexible scheduling, food discounts, and up to $18 per hour. Apply today in person for a shift management career at McDonald's in Sheridan and Buffalo.
Your station for live Sheridan County sports is 1410 KWYO Sheridan.
And welcome back to the action here at Ernie Rodolini Field. And the Troopers are getting ready to go here with, as I mentioned, Cale Hamrick on the bump today. Yep. Ryan Cortez will lead it off here in the top of the first for the Pioneers.
Probably a good thing Corey's not behind home plate. Maybe would have been a problem there. He's out in the field, Murner behind home plate today.
I believe that they try and stay away from that as much as possible to avoid any kind of scrutiny upon that.
Yeah, exactly.
And a swinging strike there, fouled off, back to the backstop.
And it looked like Murner wore that one right in the face mask. Good way to wake up in the morning as an umpire.
He didn't need his coffee this morning. Nope. He just goes, I'll wear one right off the bat.
There it is.
And this one is hit into center field as the center fielder doubly easily puts him out for the first out here of the ball game.
Good quick out there by Kel Hamrick to start the day. And 2 pitches, 1 out. Not too shabby.
A little bit of a change in what we've seen so far this year. We've seen it go anywhere from this kind of a pace to the last couple outings really racking up those 3-1 counts, 3-2 counts.
High pitch counts, yeah.
We are getting into the time in the season here where they're all have a little bit of experience under their belt, up there on the mound, and are probably not quite as nervous and are settling in, Yeah. This one hit over to the third baseman. He gets it, fields it easily, and throws him out at first base. So yet another 2-pitch out there, James.
2-pitch out, yeah. Can't complain about this pace so far.
That's right.
Now, that was an easy ground ball for Michael Greer. He tossed it over to Caden Steele for the out.
Brock Johnson coming to the plate here for the Pioneers with 2 outs in the top of the first. And looks at a called strike there.
Yeah, it looked like he started him off with off speed there. That was a good pitch. One thing you don't want to do if you're Hamrick, you don't want to allow a 2-out base runner. Just get in, get out of this inning, and get ready for the next one.
And that one is fouled off into the parking lot there. Starts him off 0-2 here.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite get that second pitch out again.
Yeah, finding a perfect zen start to the game here. Just kind of getting the ball and going.
And the 0-2 comes and is smacked into center field. And is put out there for the end of the top of the first. Good pitching there by Hamrick.
Yeah,
gets him a 1-2-3 inning there. We will take a quick short break and be right back. You are listening to Troopers Baseball on 106.9 KWYO and also streaming live on SheridanMedia.com.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you a quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
Charlie Eisler here, owner of Auto Connections at 2514 North Main in Sheridan. Business has been terrific since Kim and I moved up to Sheridan permanently 3 years ago. Thank you, Sheridan. Cars, trucks, and SUVs, we have many to choose from. If you need a used car that won't break your budget, come see me. If you have bad credit or no credit, we can help. If you just want to talk baseball, come on by. Auto Connections, 2514 North Main.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to the action here as Brock Johnson will take the mound for the Powell Pioneers. Johnson flying out there to center field to end the top of the first.
Yeah, Carter Dubberly got a little bit of action, quite a bit of action there to start the day. 2 flyouts out to center field.
Had to move a little bit over there for that that last one.
Yeah, that was a good job ranging over the left center gap and making that play.
Good job by Hamrick also not just trying to hit certain spots and then possibly missing, getting the fielders, When you're sitting there throwing a lot of balls and walking people and everything, the fielders just kind of tend to, almost start zoning out.
You get a little dead leg, you start kind of moving around to try to keep your legs awake almost.
Keeping them, in the action like that.
Yeah.
They're right on top of those plays and make them no problem.
Especially to start the game, too.
And Dubberly will be the one to lead it off here for the Troopers in the bottom of the first. Dubberly batting from the left-hand batter's box here.
He's one of the only lefties they have in their lineup, if I remember correctly. I could just be saying things, but if I remember correctly, he's one of the only lefties that they got.
Takes a ball outside right there. Good eye by Dubberly. Dubberly was 1 for 4 last week with a hit by pitch and 2 runs scored. Takes yet another ball there. And sees the first called strike come by right there.
Brock Johnson, not a wind-up pitcher, it looks like. Looks like he was, he's winding up now. He was starting from the stretch, actually, from his warm-up position. So he's got a wind-up now.
Dubberly takes a low-called strike right there for now a 2-2 count.
Cale Hamrick and Brock Johnson got very similar wind-ups on the mound.
And we'll see if, pitcher steps off. Doesn't quite have full communication with the catcher there, trying to figure out the signs here.
I don't hear the Troopers banging on any trash cans, so they don't have anything to worry about there.
No, not quite at this level.
Not at this level, you don't think?
No wires strapped to him.
No.
And takes a ball outside now, a full count to Dubberly. And will take ball 4 and hustle down to first base.
That looked like a pretty good pitch, and it looks like Johnson probably wanted that called as a strike. That looked almost in the same exact spot as that first strike was called on that inside corner to Dubberly. But a walk nonetheless.
As we have mentioned and seen last week, those first, the walking the first batter really results in good things usually for any team out there.
Yeah, the Troopers will look to capitalize here with the top of the lineup and the first batter getting on base.
We'll see what Rich Hall can do here with an 0-1 count. And he smacks one into center. That one's going to get down. Dubberly will happily stay at second base, though. Good at-bat there by Rich Hall.
I was expecting Carter Dubberly. He got a pretty good lead there. I was expecting him to maybe take off, but good one-strike single there from Rich Hall.
And Cody Kilpatrick comes to bat here. 2 for 5 last week with 2 runs scored and a double. Kilpatrick is experienced as that 3-hole hitter, as he mostly was in the lineup there for the Troopers last year. Watches the first pitch go by high.
Cody Kilpatrick, a member of the National Honor Society for the Sheridan High School. And the high school high school year coming to a close here.
So he's not just doing it on the field, he's also taking care of it. Taking care of it in the classroom too.
He also plays football as well, and he has 2 state championships with the Bronx.
2-0 count here. Kilpatrick smacks it to right. Phillips is waving Dubberly around, and he's going to hold up there. Will there be a play at second? Hall really rounded second base hard there. It looked like he was going to go for third, and at the last minute, Phillips held up Dubberly over there at third base.
Yeah, the first baseman there for Powell cut the ball off. Aiden Greenwald, and he probably had a play at second base, but he was basically staring down the catcher the whole way. Rich Hall kind of caught himself in the middle of the base path there.
So now Trevor Stowe will come up for the Troopers with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the first and no outs. Stowe had a big home run last week over the center field wall.
Mm-hmm. He had a big game last week just in general.
He did. 4 RBIs, I believe, James?
Yeah, I think that's right.
James naming him, of course, the player of the game after the game.
Yeah, the random player of the game. Why not?
I don't think that there's going to be much argument from anybody on that.
No, yeah, I mean, if you hit a home run in a game, you're automatically player of the game, right?
Also came in to close on the mound.
Yeah.
Takes a big swinging strike there, now an 0-2 count to Stowe.
Yeah, Stowe wanted to send that one over the big wall in left field, but just swung over the top of it.
The corners look like they're playing in a bit, so possible play at the plate here, depending on, and that one is fouled off. Looks like they might want to do the old throw to home and one.
Yeah.
Middle infield playing back, it looks like, though, so they'll probably just go for the conventional double play if it is hit to one of them.
Playing for a double play here in general, I'd say corners are going to come home, try to go to first, and the middle infield just going to roll it up at second.
0-2 count to Stowe. And that one comes in high, it looked like there.
Tough take there from Trevor Stowe. If it were me, I would have been swinging.
That one was one of those borderline ones that really could have gone either way.
But Trevor Stowe, the 2-time All-State nominee, he's not swinging at stuff he knows is outside of his zone.
1-2 count, here it is. And Murner says, I let that first one go. That one is not in your favor, bud. A looking strike 3 call for Stowe there.
Maybe a make-up call there from Murner on the last one, but nonetheless, strike 3 for Trevor Stowe.
Well, as you had mentioned, that last one was right there on the borderline.
Yeah,
that one was too, and
sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles, right?
That is. Didn't get as lucky on that one. Michael Greer coming to bat here now for the Troopers with 1 out, and bases still loaded.
Hey, you know what? Baseball, if you're right 3 times out of 10, you're a borderline Hall of Famer, so.
I don't know if there's borderline on that. I think that you're just a Hall of Famer.
3 out of 10 times, that's fair.
And a 2-0 count to Greer now. Watches yet another one go high.
Michael Greer, also a football player, just like Cody Kilpatrick. He was a unanimous All-State pick as a kicker for the Bronx, his junior and his senior year.
I imagine, yep, he was just going to get the take sign and 3-0 count, not do anything foolish with that.
And beautiful. There's not an easier RBI in the game of baseball than a RBI walk.
As that brings Dubberly, of course, around to score. Their Troopers are on the board first here in the first inning. Dalton Nelson now is up to bat, joining the Troopers for the first time this year. Looks at a called strike 1.
He's playing behind the plate today, replacing Cody Kilpatrick, who's moving over to left field. First time we've seen somebody behind home plate that isn't Cody Kilpatrick.
I believe Nelson's been off at college, and he just got back here this week. And speaking with Ben Phillips last week, he's been in contact with Nelson, and Nelson's been, keeping his arm, working out. And there's a throw down to third, and barely the runner Rich Hall is able to get back to third there.
Rich Hall had a massive secondary lead down the third baseline. Almost unneeded. I mean, you're not going anywhere. You could probably shrink that up a little bit if you're Rich Hall.
I think that he got lucky that the throw was a little high, and the third baseman had to jump there.
Yeah, he was almost halfway down the line when he started running back.
And Nelson sends one into center field. Hall tags at third, and Kilpatrick tags at second. Hall will try and go for the plate here, and he scores easily, and Kilpatrick will be over to third.
So an RBI sac fly for Dalton Nelson in his first plate appearance with the Troopers since coming back. He will take that any day of the week.
Absolutely. Goes in as 0 for 0, and he already has an RBI on the year.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter Stone coming to bat here for the Troopers, so 2 lefties in a row now. And the runner goes, the catcher throws down, and has him by a bit there.
Good throw.
That was a good throw by the catcher behind the plate there for Powell Pioneers.
Jet Schwann with a pretty good throw there to get the runner going into second.
So that will take us to break here with the Troopers in the lead 2-0 in the bottom of the first. You are listening to Trooper Baseball on KWYO 106.9 FM and also streaming over on SheridanMedia.com.
Have you been into Sears Hometown Store lately? They have great deals, especially if you buy in bulk and purchase 10 or more appliances within 90 days. If you're a contractor, that means huge savings. They also have deep freezes in stock for the rest of us. Or maybe it's time to upgrade your mower. Well, the friendly staff at Sears can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Locally owned and operated. That's Sears Hometown Store. Big name, small town owners.
Selling your home or business without a real estate agent can be a lot like baseball. Home runs do happen, but not as much as strikeouts, fouls, or fly balls. What you aren't aware of in your transaction could leave you with possible unexpected issues and could leave you heading back to the dugout. Real estate transactions require a professional. So if you're looking for that, call me, Kim Hall with ERA Carroll Realty at 520-227-5543. That's 520-227-5543.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to the action here. Trey Stinnerson will be up first for the Powell Pioneers as he steps into the box. Cale Hamrick still up on the mound after having a great first inning, going 1-2-3. And that one is fouled back to the screen here.
Yeah, Kale, his second year with the Troopers. He played tennis in the fall, where his partner Jake Woodrow placed second in number 1 doubles at state, earning all-state honors.
A lot of these Troopers are multi-sport athletes. It's great to see. As that one is spiked into the ground there.
Tennis is an interesting one for me. I mean, I don't know if it really, that motion, swinging a tennis racket, is good for baseball, kind of like golf is, or golf isn't good for baseball. But, I mean, what do I know? He's out there pitching, right?
It's one of those almost like off Happy Gilmore. He gets his hips into it.
Yeah.
It's all in the hips.
Yeah, exactly.
As that one is swung on there, and it almost looked like he swung out of his shoes.
Mm-hmm. He tried to send that one over the left field wall as well.
It is a little bit tricky for some of these guys who, don't have actual turfs and are having to play in tennis shoes, as they are not allowed to play in metal spikes on the, as that one is popped up on the new turf here at the ball field. And the right fielder lazily gets under it and easily puts that one in his glove for out number 1 here in the top of the second.
Yeah, Dylan Greer just camped under that one, a lazy fly ball to right field and made the play.
That will bring Cade Queen to the plate here, the third baseman for the Pioneers. And he sends that one into the parking lot over here.
A lot of first pitch swing or early swings from the Powell Pioneers to start the game.
That was always my favorite right there.
Well, yeah, of course. The first pitch fastball is usually a pretty solid percentage. You're going to get that, especially early in the game like this.
That one is outside for Hamrick.
But also a testament to Hamrick's pounding the zone here to start the day as well.
Yeah, the younger the pitcher, usually they try and get ahead right away, and a lot of times that first pitch is going to be one of the best that you see, if not the best.
Mm-hmm. Good breaking ball there, too, by Cale Hamrick, fouling a couple pitches in a row back.
I think that this is the longest at-bat that Hamrick's had to face yet.
Yeah, and still just a 1-2 count.
He'll be looking to keep that pitch count low and go deep into this ball game, if not, even complete it. That one is grounded over to Greer at third base, who easily fields it, throws it over to first, and it's over the first baseman's head as the runner is going to easily take second base standing up.
Yeah, Greer upset with himself over third base. Should have been an easy play, but just kind of sailed the first baseman.
Good job by Nelson getting down the line there, doing what catchers are supposed to do, and always, back up that throw to first base. Otherwise, that could have been one where the runner gets easily over to third base. That Queen could have gotten all the way over there.
And E5 moves him over to second base, moves Queen over to second base. And all of a sudden, a runner in scoring position.
Aiden Greenwald up to bat here for the Pioneers, with a runner in scoring position for the first time for them this afternoon.
Troopers leading 2-0 here in the top half of the second.
And if you are just joining us on SheridanMedia.com, the Powell team is in the black, and Greenwald will hit one into left. The runner is being waved around here, and they're playing at the plate, and it's not in time. The Pioneers are on the board now with a single to left by Greenwald, scoring Queen.
That was a great throw by Cody Kilpatrick. I'm surprised we didn't see a slide from Cade Queen, but he got home nonetheless, kind of scampered in almost, but beat the tag by just a foot.
I don't think he knew it was coming.
No, yeah.
So that error proving costly over there to begin the inning here, as that one is looked at by Dalton Warstall. The runner takes a decent lead over there at first base, looks to be leaning a bit, as that one has popped up into foul territory, but Greer is able to get under that one and say, hey, I got this one for you, buddy.
Yeah, good bounce back there by Cale Hamrick. 1 pitch, 1 out after the RBI single from Aiden Greenwald.
The ball always seems to find you after you make an error there, and Greer doing a great job to get back in the groove.
Hey, in the game of baseball, there's plenty of time. There's plenty of times to make up for your mistakes.
That one comes across as a called strike to Aiden Wantulak. Wantulak? Is that the correct pronunciation?
Wantulak, yep.
2 outs here in the top of the second. As Hamrick comes set, and that one is sent into center field right at Dubberly and is caught easily for the 3rd out of the top of the second here. The Pioneers push across 1 to cut the lead in half. As we will go to break, you are listening to Troopers Baseball on KWYO 106.9 FM and also streaming on SheridanMedia.com and Sheridan Media Facebook.
Things are shaking at Sunlight Federal Credit Union. They have upped their CD rates and are offering a 1-year CD with a 1.77 APY, a 3-year CD with a 2.28 APY, and a 5-year CD with a 2.79 APY. All require $500 minimum deposit and early withdrawal penalty applies. Let Sunlight help you see your money grow. Stop by their location in Sheridan on Sugarland Drive or take a look online at sunlightfcu.com. Member NCUA and equal housing lender. Sunlight Federal Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
Looking for an outdoor corral to hang your hat on and enjoy Wyoming's best ice cream and food without breaking the bank? Cowboy Creamery Western Style Ice Cream will open its outdoor ice cream and food stand this June. Come on by for our handcrafted Western Style ice cream cones, shakes, floats, and of course, our incredible hole-in-the-wall dog. Kick your spurs up on our wooden picnic tables and enjoy the sun with your family and friends. Cowboy Creamery Western Style. Always handcrafted with more cream and less air than premium ice creams. See you in June.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to the action here as the Troopers are taking on the Powell Pioneers. Hunter Stone steps in for the first pitch of the bottom of the second. Looks at a called strike there.
Hunter Stone, another lefty, and he's DHing today for the Troopers.
Stone, I believe, is one of those lucky aged kids that got to come back for 1 year after his senior year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a couple of those, it looks like, on the Troopers list. Like Dalton Nelson was one of those, obviously.
A 1-1 count to Stone here as he takes a big hack at that one.
Good pitch there by Johnson. Looked like it fooled Hunter Stone.
Stone now with a 1-2 count. Will shorten up. He's one of those rare ones that you see anymore that will actually shorten up, choke up. Just like they always taught you growing up. 2 strikes, you shorten up, and you're just trying to put that ball in play, make good things happen.
Shortens up, and he's not wearing batting gloves either. Truly from a different time.
He is. He will swing and miss at that one, though, and that will be the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the second. Caden Steele coming to bat now for the Troopers, playing first base over there. And he smacks one into center field, and it will get down for a single.
First pitch he saw. Fights it off almost. Doesn't sound like it was hit very hard, and just fights it off over into center field for a single.
Number 24, Dylan Greeno-Groom.
Dylan Greeno-Groom here coming to the plate. Yet another lefty today, James.
Man, I was dead wrong, huh?
I was on base with you, though. I didn't seem to remember us having so many lefties.
Yeah.
As he watches one way outside there.
You mentioned this in the break. The catcher for the Powell Pioneers, Jet Schwann, looks like he's got a cannon on him. He threw a perfect throwdown in between innings here.
From his knees.
Yeah. So we'll see how much the Troopers actually run.
Looked like he wanted that one of those almost bucklers. He wasn't expecting the off-speed pitch.
There, yeah.
A 1-1 count now to Greeno-Groom with 1 out and a man on first base. As the throw over to first is not in time. He's wanting to really help out his catcher there, keep him as close as possible, and that half a step can really make a difference, especially when you got an arm like this catcher does.
Yeah, it looks like Hunter Stone's almost getting a little bit bigger of a lead, too.
That one smacks straight into center and will drop down for a single, almost the exact same way that Caden Steele's did.
Yeah, that was another one just kind of peppered out there into center field. Doesn't sound like it was hit too hard, but it falls right in front of the center fielder, and it's a knock nonetheless.
That will take us back to the top of the lineup with Carter Dubberly coming to the plate now. Carter walked to start off the game, and guess what, James?
Came all the way around.
Yep. Those leadoff walks can really kill you.
Truly.
As he hits one high into center field. Steele will tag at second, but there is not going to be any need as the shortstop actually comes and gets it.
Yeah, that one was popped straight up into the air. Maybe looking to get some help from the wind, but camped right under the shortstop and popped out.
Shortstop number 8, Rich Hall.
This is the first game the Troopers has had that at home here that the weather hasn't really played a factor. Last week, wind blowing about 30 miles an hour. At the game before that, wind and rain.
Yeah, this one feels like the most normal game we've had so far in terms of weather.
Rich Hall steps in here for the Troopers with 2 outs and swings at that first pitch and fouls it straight back.
2 outs in the inning. The first baseman, even maybe not less so the third baseman, the first baseman playing super far up, maybe expecting a bunt, I guess, but with 2 outs, I don't see that happening.
Hall here has a single on the day and also came around to score. Pitcher looked back at the second base runner and did not like what he saw. And Hall goes, I'm going to step on out. And here's the pitch, and that one is just outside.
A big hole here for Rich Hall in between the first and second baseman. He looks to put one in the opposite field.
And Hall's a pretty good hitter as far as being able to hit it where it's pitched.
Yeah.
If that pitcher keeps pounding that outside zone there, then look for him to try and hit something to the right side.
If he just hits a little lazy single into the right field, the runner on second should be able to score easily.
And that one is fouled off into the parking lot for 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs, as it sounds like somebody needs a new windshield out there, James.
Yep, that sounded like it hit the car. Don't park close to Ernie Rodolini Field if you value your windshields.
Just like Kenny Rogers, you're in the danger zone.
Yeah.
As that one is swung on and missed by Rich Hall for the 3rd out of the bottom of the 2nd here. We will go to a quick break. You are listening to Trooper Baseball on KWYO 106.9 FM and live streaming on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook.
Are you looking for social media management, web development, videography, graphic design, or assistance with grant writing? Then Redinger Technologies is your solution. They can help you change your marketing execution capacity today, leaving you to do what you do best, run your business. Give them a call at 307-285-0105 or find them online at redingertechnologies.com. Redinger Technologies. Let the professionals handle it for you.
Being a truly great dental practice isn't just about treating patients. It's about finding meaningful ways to serve in your community. Dr. Michelle Meehan encourages you to get involved. Donate to local charities. Serve on a board. Sponsor local events and sports teams. Volunteer your time and give back. Sheridan's a wonderful place with so many awesome nonprofits that could use your time and talents. Dr. Michelle Meehan, sponsoring Sheridan Troopers Baseball on SheridanMedia.com and KWYO.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to the action here at Thornrider Stadium, Ernie Rodolini Field, as we head to the top of the 3rd today. Game's moving along pretty quick here, James.
Yeah. 7-inning game as well, since it's a doubleheader.
Nate Feller will be stepping in here first for the Pioneers, playing right field today.
Does he have a wood bat, or is that just the color of that? It's a metal bat.
It looks like wood, doesn't it?
It does look like wood, yeah. There's a kid up there in the bleachers over there. He almost just took that one to the noggin. That was lined over there into the bleachers, and he's just standing up there on the railing, and he kind of ducked the last second.
Those first base bleachers, you got to keep your head on the swivel, unlike back here behind
all the netting, yeah.
Yeah. Swung on and missed there by Feller for strike 2. Now an 0-2 count, and look at how much he's choked up, James.
Yeah. He's choked up, and it looks like one of the kids' bats that you'd get at like a baseball game, the little wood bats.
Oh, yeah. I've broken one or two of those in my day. And he looks at a called 3rd strike there. That one looked to be right down Broadway.
Yep. Good pitch there by Cale Hamrick.
Leadoff hitter number 14, Ryan Cordes.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Pioneers here. Ryan Cordes, the center fielder, now up. And takes a called first strike there, looking off speed from Rich Hall. Cordes flied out to center field, his first at-bat of the day. And swings that strike 2 right there.
He has an interesting first step as well when he's taking that step to swing. He almost steps towards the shortstop almost instead of straight at the pitcher.
As this one is popped into center field, will Dubberly be able to get there? No, he will not. It will drop in for a single.
Yeah, that one hit right where his foot was pointed at, and he kind of just dropped it right in between that little triangle between shortstop and left center and the center fielder.
Hitting it where they're not.
Yep.
Now that is the Powell. Number 5.
Jet Schwann coming to bat here, the catcher for the Pioneers. Grounded over to third base, his first at-bat today. And a huge lead over there at first base.
Yeah.
Another one grounded to third baseman. They will try and roll it up over to the second baseman, and they will get only one as he drops it on the transfer there.
Yeah, lucky that was on the transfer. That was almost an E. That would have been an E4, I guess. It was a good throw by Michael Greer, and a good job fielding the ball as well.
Greer seeing a lot of action here early in the game today.
Yeah, like I said, if you mess up one time, the baseball gods will find a way to put you back in the action.
And usually sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Good block back there by Nelson. And I'm seeing the first evidence of the day that, once again, our fantastic concession stand looks to be open again today.
I might have to grab something to eat in between games, to be honest with you.
I mean, we were telling our coworkers about that earlier this week about the best burger that you will find in town.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
A 1-1 count now to Schwann as that one has popped up. Will it remain in play? It looks to be, and is just dropped over there by the first baseman.
Tough play there by
Caden Steele.
Caden Steele, yeah. Tried to catch that over his head, and he looked like he got it, but he just, as he was kind of trying to gather himself, he dropped it, unfortunately.
One of the toughest plays there. He's, trying to run straight back. The second baseman over there is trying to get there, but he has such a farther run for Stowe, and it's way too short there for the right fielder. Greeno Groom was putting the hustle on there, but about the only one that was
not much you can do there if you're out in right field.
Yeah. About the only person that was going to have a chance at it was Steele, who was, in a full sprint trying to get back.
Yeah.
And that one is blocked by Nelson, and he will throw down to second as the runner tries to take second base, and the ball is dropped there. I don't think he would have...
No, it looked like he beat it nonetheless. Jet Schwann, maybe a bunch of tools in his toolkit. He's got a heck of an arm. Got a single there in his fielder's choice, and then he got quite a bit of speed. Stealing the bag there. 2 outs.
So now a 2-2 count here with 2 outs in the inning. And that one is bounced in there. Good stop by Nelson again.
The Pioneers here are watching a bunch more pitches than they were the first 2 innings. And 2-1 lead here for the Troopers in the top half of the third.
I think that this is the first full count that Hamrick's had to go to today.
Yeah.
As Hamrick will step off there, he wasn't liking what he was seeing. Brock Johnson at the plate here with the full count and 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. As he swings on the third strike there by Hamrick to end the inning without any damage.
No damage done, and a great last pitch in the 3-2 count. Get some swinging.
We will head to a quick break here. You are listening to Trooper Baseball on KWYO 106.9 FM and streaming over on SheridanMedia.com.
Some of the best things about business are the connections you make. Whether you're working with people down the block, across the state, or on the other side of the country, Range can help keep your connections strong. I'm Gabe Reese, your Range Business Solutions Specialist. I'm here to make sure your business has the network service, internet, phone system, and video monitoring you need. With Range, you're connected to the best. One company, one network, all for one reason. You. Range.net.
Sheridan's oldest continuous lumber company, Blowdorn Lumber, is open 7 days a week for your convenience. 7:30 to 6 during the week, Saturdays from 8 to 5, and Sundays from 9 to 2. Have questions about your home project, new construction, or tools? Stop by Blowdorn Lumber in Sheridan. They're always happy to help you out. Blowdorn Lumber, located at 860 Riverside Street, or call them at 307-672-2471. Serving Sheridan since 1957.
And welcome back to the action here at Ernie Rodolini Field. We'd like to take a quick chance here to thank some of our baseball sponsors: McDonald's, Blowdorn Lumber, Kilpatrick Creations, Dr. Michelle Meehan, and Sears Hometown Store, just to name a few. We couldn't do the broadcast without you. And also, we'd like to thank Sheridan Memorial Hospital, as they are a sponsor today. And thanks to them, everybody gets into the game for free
admission
during the regular season here.
Thanks to the hospital.
Cody Kilpatrick will start things off for us for the Troopers in the bottom of the third. He wanted that one, but not quite good enough for him.
That one looked a little bit off the plate, but strike nonetheless. And if you're Kilpatrick, you're not swinging at that regardless.
Looked about to be the same spot there, but called the ball for a 1-1 count now. Kilpatrick now 3 for his last 6 at-bats between last weekend and today. Made it to third base there in the first inning before not being able to be driven in. Just as with Jet Schwann, Kilpatrick has pretty good speed on, under his feet too.
Couple tools, as they say, in the old toolbox. He's got a pretty good arm as well. He almost threw out that runner back in the second inning from left field.
And he smacks this one, gets just under it over to right field, as the right fielder is able to run and get under it.
Nate Feller makes the play out in right field for the Pioneers. Good running catch, and it always looks good. It always looks good if you're running and the hat falls off. Always looks good.
That's one of those, like if you make a diving catch and your sunglasses come off.
Yeah. Means you went all out.
Trevor Stowe now stepping in the box for the Troopers for the second time this afternoon. Watches a strike go by high right there.
Trevor Stowe with the backwards K and back in the first inning in his first at-bat.
Something that you don't see very often from Stowe.
Not from Stowe, yeah.
Really, many of these Trooper players, as they're all pretty experienced and, have come up throughout the program and have, been able to, learn as they've gone on.
Yeah, in the two strike counts, you're not going down looking very often.
3-0 now. Takes that one. It wouldn't have mattered if it was absolutely his one pitch, one place.
Yeah.
3-0 count. Not going to see a,
Yeah, not after the backwards K.
And he gets way under that one. It is popped to center field. Center fielder is drifting over and is able to make that catch. That one hung up there a while, James.
Yeah.
As that brings Michael Greer, the third baseman, to the plate today with 2 outs. Greer walked in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Greer walked and then got caught stealing to end the first inning.
We'll see if he can't get things going here for the Troopers with 2 outs. A little bit of 2-out rally here.
Yeah, 2-out rally.
Third. And he smacks that one, and it will just get foul.
Yeah, a little bit early there on that one. and roped it down the line, but got just a bit foul.
That one looked to have a good chance of getting past that left fielder and rolling all the way to the wall if it would have stayed fair. We'll see if he can't wait just a little bit longer on it as he hits it. And this one, he did exactly that, and it is roped into left field for a single.
Got just over the third baseman's glove as Cade Queen for the Pioneers jumped up there and tried to grab that. He just got over his glove, and that's a single for Michael Greer.
Dalton Nelson coming to bat here for the Troopers in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. Nelson officially 0 for 0 on the season here, as it is his first action being back from college. Had a sacrifice, RBI sacrifice fly there in the first inning. Takes a looking strike right there.
I'd be surprised if we saw a lot of stolen bases from either side today, with both catchers looking like they got pretty good arms.
Swinging strike there for Nelson.
We'll see if Michael Greer goes again now that he's back on first base. He got caught stealing, like I said, back in the first inning.
Now, he may have been working out his arm and, being able to play long toss, but one of the toughest things to do as he's not playing, of course, for the Wyoming team, as Wyoming has no college baseball teams, is getting that batting practice. Not really a place for him to go and do that. So
yeah,
I'm sure that he spent the majority of the week here getting in as much as he could. And he looks at that one outside right there for now a 2-ball, 2-strike, and 2-out count.
Jet Schwann tried to frame that one on the outside corner, but just a bit outside.
As the pitch is fouled off. Notice he is one of those guys that does stick to the old adage of, let's choke up. I got 2 strikes.
Yeah. I was never a choke-up guy, to be honest with you. I mean, that's probably why I didn't go very far, to be honest.
Well, I doubt that they have too many 32-inch bats in the dugout anymore to where it doesn't matter if you choke up or not. Good stop back there by the Powell catcher, Schwann.
Were you a 32-inch or a 33-inch guy? Or
I was 33.
33? I was 32.
I think that the last time that I swung a 33 was my freshman year on the Troopers. I was split between the Troopers and Jets that year, and then after that I moved to 33, as there is ball 4 to Nelson, still without an official at-bat on the year, but yet he has that RBI.
Yeah. 0 for 0 with an RBI and a walk. He'll take it.
Number 3, Hunter Stone.
Yeah, I was not a huge choke-up guy until I got back to college. My junior and senior year, not too much on choking up, and then once you move up that next level, it almost becomes one of those,
You almost have to, right?
Yeah. You're looking at a few more miles an hour on that, on the ball there, and a little bit easier to control the bat if you get fooled on a off-speed pitch. Excuse me there. Hunter Stone looks at yet another ball outside there for now a 2-0 count.
Yeah, you're looking middle if you're Hunter Stone here at this point. The 2-0 count, a couple balls in a row.
Takes a big hack at that one.
And that one was middle, and that was the one to swing at.
He goes, the right field fence is the shortest one we have. Let me see if I can put one over
Yeah, why not?
It almost looks like he has a bit of a Kevin Youkilis grip on the bat there.
I was noticing that too. Kind of a little bit of space in between his right and left hands on the bat.
Rarely seen. In fact, I think the only other person I've seen do it is Youkilis.
Yeah, the Greek god of walks.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here as he fouls that one off into the Trooper bullpen.
Not many better nicknames than Kevin Youkilis' Greek god of walks.
Looks like Michael Greer might have...
he was going there on that 2-2 pitch.
Nothing else. He was getting a heck of a secondary, and then once there's contact, the pitcher noticed what we did, and he spins around there to take a look at him.
And now Hunter Stone got that interesting grip, and he's choked up. And no batting gloves.
One of your favorites there, James.
Dude, how do they do it?
I don't know. I couldn't do it with no batting gloves. 3-2 count now. As Stone swings and misses for the third and final out here in the bottom of the third for the Troopers. That will take us to a quick break here. You are listening to Trooper Baseball on 106.9 FM, KWYO, and also streaming on Sheridan Media.
Sheridan Memorial Hospital is celebrating two important events this month, National Nurses Week and National Hospital Week. People are the most impressive and most important resource at Sheridan Memorial Hospital. That's why this time is set aside to recognize the dedicated healthcare workers, physicians, volunteers, and other health professionals who strive to fulfill the hospital's mission to serve our community with excellent patient-centered care. Sheridan Memorial Hospital, medical excellence right here at home.
Have you heard? There's a new local podcast coming called Talk Local, Talk Sheridan. It'll be Sheridan-focused, talking with business owners and locals about everything and anything to do with Sheridan. If you're interested in submitting a topic or would like to be on an episode and discuss something to do with Sheridan, then send an email to info@TalkLocalTalkSheridan. And be sure to listen for future updates on Talk Local, Talk Sheridan, including when the first episode will be launching.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Good afternoon here, beautiful people. We are back here in the top of the fourth inning from Ernie Rodolini Field as the Troopers have a 2-1 lead over the Powell Pioneers. And if you are just joining us, the Troopers are supporting the white uniforms with the blue sleeves today, as the Pioneers from Powell are in the black tops with the gray pants. Trey Stenterson up first here, and he is able to just keep that inside the third base bag, and he will try and go too, and will easily get in there standing up for the leadoff at bat today in the top of the fourth for the Pioneers. So now the Pioneers look to do a little damage here with nobody out and a man in scoring position already in the top of the fourth. Cade Queen, who is the only Pioneer to score today off of that error over there by Michael Greer, will square to bunt, and it is a perfect bunt as he moves the runner over. And once again, he is one of those having to play in his tennis shoes, as he does not have rubber molded cleats. And on this new turf that Sheridan has, there are no metal cleats allowed. Perfect bunt nonetheless there by Cade Queen, moving the runner over to third base. So now a runner on third with one out as Hammer comes to the plate there for a called ball. Sacrifice bunting was always one of those things that, no player should ever mind, because it's never going to hurt you. Help out the team a little bit, and it goes in 0 for 0. Aiden Greenwald up to bat here today for the Pioneers, the first baseman for them. Has a 2-0 count now to him, and he smacks that one foul down the left field line. Hamrick's done a pretty good job today so far, staying ahead in counts. This is one of the few that he has fallen behind in and now is going to have to work back. He will try and keep the damage to a minimum here with that runner over on third base, though, and now a 3-1 count, a hitter's dream. That hitter up there now doesn't have to, take anything borderline. He can leave that, doesn't have to swing at it and just look for that one spot. And I'm surprised that he did not go after that one right there, because that looked like that was right down Broadway and a little bit high, one of those easier ones to get under and, maybe possibly put something into the outfield. A full count, as that one is going to be one where Nelson's going to want to go out and talk to the pitcher there, talk to Hamrick, as that smacks right off the home plate umpire, Ryan Murner. So they'll give him a second here to, shake it off, as that one smacked him pretty good there. A 3-2 count when we come back. It almost looked like it knocked off his sunglasses there. Oh, his neck guard, I'm being informed. It broke his neck guard straight off of his face mask, and as an umpire, that's one of those that's much needed, because if another one comes back in, you don't want to wear it off the neck. Once again, that's one of those, it's a thankless job back there, and it's always nice when you have a good relationship between catcher and home plate umpires, so that when something like that happens, he can go out and talk to the pitcher. That one comes in high for ball 4 from Hamrick. Now runners on the corners for the Pioneers here in the top of the 4th with only one out. Dalton Worstel coming to the plate here. He popped one out to third base earlier in the game back in the 2nd inning. Looking to do a little damage and tie up the ball game right here with a single. That one is popped straight back and foul. Nelson had a pretty good throw down there in between innings. We will see how dangerous they want to live over there on first base, whether or not they're going to try and steal that bag. As that one is hit softly at the second baseman. Let's see if they can roll it up over to 2 for 1, and is easily safe over there at first base and scoring a run. So a fielder's choice there for Worstel, as he is able to drive in Stenerson.
Now 23, 8, Waterlock.
Aiden Wanalock, up to bat now for the Pioneers. Looks at a called ball right there. He will be looking to extend the inning now that they have been able to tie the ball game. And that one just a bit inside. Hamrick may be showing the first signs of fatigue here in the 4th inning for the Troopers. Had a couple of deeper counts and fallen behind here rather than what he had started off the game, really pounding the zone. As that one now will go to 3-0. So once again with 3-0 count, don't be expecting any action here. Hamrick is able to guide that one right in there, though, and now is a 3-1 count. As I had been saying, James, the 3-1 count, hitter's dream.
Yeah. Yeah, with the runner on first, 3-1. Pretty good pitch there.
That one's one of those that could have been called a strike, but with a 3-1 count, you don't have to swing at anything that you don't like. And that one paid off in the form of a walk.
Number 11, Nate Feller.
The right fielder, Nate Feller, comes up to bat here. Feller, a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. He is also using that strangely colored bat there. That
almost wood-looking bat.
It fooled both of us.
Yeah.
And that one is slapped right up the middle and is gobbled up over there by the second baseman, Trevor Stowe, for the easy toss over to second base. And that will end the damage here in the top of the 4th as the Pioneers are able to push across 1 and tie up the ball game. We will take a quick break. You are listening to Trooper Baseball on KWYO 106.9 FM and streaming live on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook.
Ready for a new career? True Build Builders, Sheridan's leader in custom post-frame buildings and homes for over 24 years, is expanding their workforce and is currently taking applications for all skill levels. You'll work for a community-oriented building company that's been supporting local sports teams, rodeo, FFA, 4-H, and more. You'll be offered a competitive wage depending on your experience with an opportunity for advancement and training. Contact Jim or Brenda at True Build Builders 752-0631 or email truebuildjobs@vcn.com.
When you see someone sipping on a crisp, refreshing drink from McDonald's, you may suddenly crave one too. And that's normal. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink.
Right now at McDonald's, try one of our icy cold slushies. Enjoy deliciously refreshing flavors like the new tropical mango or strawberry watermelon, and pair it with our world-famous fries. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to the action here as Caden Steele looks at one bounce to the backstop there, leading off for the Troopers in the bottom of the fourth. Steele, the first baseman, looks at yet another ball. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a single back in the second inning. The Troopers will be looking to get a little bit of revenge this inning as the Pioneers were able to push across one in the top of the fourth there and tie up the ball game. And he looks at a strike there on a 3-0 count. We will take a quick break here for station identification.
This is your home for local sports. 1410 KWYO Sheridan.
Steele looks at a called strike there and now has a full count. And just misses that one. He was just under that one, James.
Yeah, fouled that one straight back.
So once again, a full count, and that one is way inside, and he will be able to jog on down to first base.
Good first bat again. First runner on base. And the bottom half of the fourth for the Troopers, and with no outs, that runner has a really high percentage of getting across for a run.
Don't be surprised here to see Greeno Groom possibly lay down a bunt.
Yeah.
A hit and run situation.
Yeah, with the 9-hole hitter, watch for a bunt here for sure.
And he squares the bunt and pulls back. He did not like that one, but it is called a strike nonetheless.
Tough call there from Ryan Murner behind home plate. That looked like he pulled back and it was a little bit high, but Murner must have said it caught the top half of the zone.
Well, and the Troopers struggled last weekend to pull back those bunts and had two of them actually bounce off of pulled back.
Yeah, a couple foul balls that way.
Squares around a bunt again. That one is too far outside for a 1-1 count now. That third baseman playing in pretty far.
Yeah, he's basically charging every time that Greeno Groom comes across or tries to square up for a bunt.
And he bunts and fouls that one off. Now has a 1-2 count. That can't make Coach Phillips very happy.
If I know Phil, I know he hates it when bunts don't get down.
It is one of those things that you need to execute, help out the team, and put a runner over in scoring position, especially after you just gave up one in the top half of the inning.
Yeah.
So now don't be looking for him to bunt here, not with two strikes.
Swinging away at this point, walk or knock.
As Greeno Groom looks at a high ball there for a now 2-2 count. Pitcher comes set and brings it to Greeno Groom. Same spot, too high for now a full count.
Yeah, good job by Greeno Groom after failing to get the bunt down, working a full count. Hopefully he can get on base with a walk here.
Just as Caden Steele had, Greeno Groom is 1 for 1 with a single back in the second, and he fouls that one off over to the Trooper dugout. We'll see if Greeno Groom can't make up for that that missed bunt opportunity and still get on here. And he is able to. That one bounces in, hits the plate, and it worked out for the Troopers there. Now two runners on with no outs rather than a runner on second with one out, but I can tell you that that is one thing that will drive a coach absolutely nuts.
Yeah, no kidding.
And it looks like the Powell coach will come out and have a quick chat with the it looks like the entire infield's going to come on in, and he's going to have a quick chat with him. We will take a short break and be right back. You're listening to Troopers Baseball.
Raise your hand if you're looking forward to spring or summer. All of us at Kilpatrick Creations certainly are. Family reunions, fundraising events, third Thursdays. Lots of opportunities for custom t-shirts, hats, and promo gear. Whatever you need to outfit your event coming up, Kilpatrick Creations is your best option in all of Sheridan County. We'll design your artwork, help you pick out just the right item for your budget, and in the end, provide you with quality, affordable custom gear. Only Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in downtown Sheridan can do this for you.
Charlie Ice.
And welcome back to the action here as the conference on the mound is wrapped up. And Dubberly squares the bunt, and that one is fouled straight back to the net. I can tell you if they don't start executing on some of these bunt opportunities, they're going to get some words of encouragement in between innings.
Words of encouragement and then maybe even polls during the first practice after the game.
I have seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing that you know that you work on all the time, and Troopers have just been struggling the last couple of weeks to get the job done on those.
And it sounds easier than it is, but it is. I mean, you're just putting the ball, the barrel to the ball, and then hoping the ball hits it.
A 1-1 count now to Dubberly, with runners on first and second base here in the bottom of the fourth. And Dubberly takes a big hack at that one, and it bounces off the Pioneers catcher back there. So now, once again, don't be surprised if he does not bunt here with those 2 strikes on him.
Third baseman still playing pretty far up, expecting the bunt, as well as the first baseman.
One thing that you do not see at this level, though, very often is one of those slash bunts.
Yeah, no.
I saw quite a few of those once I got to the college level, and that is something that can really surprise the third baseman or charging player, seeing that hitter pull the bat back and then take a full hack at it.
Yeah.
As Dubberly looks at a called third strike there for the first out of the inning here. So unlike Greeno Groom, who is able to, still take advantage of the situation after missed bunt opportunity, Dubberly is not. And like we've been mentioning, that's one of those that just drives the coach nuts. As Rich Hall slaps this one into short right field, it will drop down easily, and Phillips is waving the runner around third. There could be a play at home, and he is safe. The Troopers take the lead once again on the RBI single by Rich Hall.
Caden Steele was waved around as the right fielder for the Pioneers, was basically picking up the ball. Nate Feller had to try to make a play at home, and the throw was just short. And Caden Steele gets home.
Cody Kilpatrick coming to bat.
And that makes it a 3-2 lead for the Troopers as well.
And he smacks that one. Oh, he gets under it a little bit too much. The runner is tagging at second. The right fielder catches it. A fake by the runner at second base over there in Greeno Groom, but no dice. He wasn't going to risk it.
Yeah, second straight fly out to the right fielder for Cody Kilpatrick. Probably just he's a hair late on those fastballs and getting just under them.
Greeno Groom playing it smart there. You never want to make the first or the last out of the inning over at third base.
At third, yep.
Trevor Stowe coming to bat here for the Troopers. 0 for 2 on the day, looking to turn that around and get to possible RBI. With Greeno Groom over there in scoring position. Stowe had that big weekend last weekend, and he wants to turn this one around and say, hey, that wasn't a one-time fluke. This is how things go.
Yeah, now a 2-0 count as well. This would be perfect for Trevor Stowe to try to capitalize on a possible fastball.
And that one came in looking a little bit high, but called a strike there by the home plate umpire. Now a 2-1 count. With that 2-0 count, though, you have to have your perfect one. And that one was just outside for a called ball. Now a 3-1 count to Stowe. Once again, he's back to wanting that one pitch in one spot. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't like it, he doesn't need to swing. And that one comes in way too high and is ball 4 to Stowe as the bases are loaded here in the bottom of the fourth for the Troopers.
Third baseman, number 21, Michael Greer.
Michael Greer coming to the plate here for the Troopers. Greer is 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and a single. He will look to continue his good day at the plate as he watches ball one come in high once again. That's about three of them in a row in about that same spot.
Yeah, if you're Michael Greer, you're not swinging unless it's middle.
As that one is bounced. So as we saw last inning, or in the top of the inning with Hamrick, it looks like Johnson could be starting to experience some fatigue up there on the mound.
Yeah, get a little fatigue.
That one is smacked into right field and will not stay in play. It is over into the Pioneers bullpen.
Nate Feller made a pretty good effort over there for the Pioneers, but got just over the right field fence for a foul ball.
Got some pretty good speed on himself.
Yeah, he does.
Over there.
He got over there pretty quickly.
Nonetheless, it does land into the bullpen for now a 2-1 count to Greer.
The kid over in the right field bullpen almost threw the ball back over the fence after it was hit foul.
And that one is smacked up the middle and gets past the shortstop. Phillips is waving the runner home. 2 will score here for the Troopers. A 2 RBI single there by Greer, who once again, as I said, continues his good day at the plate.
Comes up in the clutch there for the Troopers.
3 RBI single for Michael Greer.
So Greeno, Groom, and Hall will come around to score on the single, as we will have a pitching change this time around, as it is the second mound visit for the Pioneers of the inning. So we will go to break here. You are listening to Trooper Baseball on 106.9 FM, KWYO, and streaming on SheridanMedia.com.
Raise your hand if you're looking forward to spring or summer. All of us at Kilpatrick Creations certainly are. Family reunions, fundraising events, third Thursdays. Lots of opportunities for custom t-shirts, hats, and promo gear. Whatever you need to outfit your event coming up, Kilpatrick Creations is your best option in all of Sheridan County. We'll design your artwork, help you pick out just the right item for your budget, and in the end, provide you with quality, affordable custom gear. Only Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in downtown Sheridan can do this for you.
Charlie Eisler here, owner of Auto Connections at 2514 North Main in Sheridan. Business has been terrific since Kim and I moved up to Sheridan permanently 3 years ago. Thank you, Sheridan. Cars, trucks, and SUVs, we have many to choose from. If you need a used car that won't break your budget, come see me. If you have bad credit or no credit, we can help. If you just want to talk baseball, come on by. Auto Connections, 2514 North Main.
Have you been into Sears Hometown Store lately? They have great deals, especially if you buy in bulk and purchase 10 or more appliances within 90 days. If you're a contractor, that means huge savings. They also have deep freezes in stock for the rest of us. Or maybe it's time to upgrade your mower. Well, the friendly staff at Sears can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Locally owned and operated. That's Sears Hometown Store. Big name, small town owners.
Selling your home or business without a real estate agent can be a lot like baseball. Home runs do happen, but not as much as strikeouts, fouls, or fly balls. What you aren't aware of in your transaction could leave you with possible unexpected issues and could leave you heading back to the dugout. Real estate transactions require a professional. So if you're looking for that, call me, Kim Hall with ERA Carroll Realty at 520-227-5543. That's 520-227-5543.
Things are shaking at Sunlight Federal Credit Union. They have upped their CD rates and are offering a 1-year CD with a 1.77 APY, a 3-year CD with a 2.28 APY, and a 5-year CD with a 2.79 APY. All require $500 minimum deposit and early withdrawal penalty applies. Let Sunlight help you see your money grow. Stop by their location in Sheridan on Sugarland Drive or take a look online at sunlightfcu.com. Member NCUA and equal housing lender. Sunlight Federal Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
Looking for an outdoor corral to hang your hat on and enjoy Wyoming's best ice cream and food without breaking the bank? Cowboy Creamery Western Style Ice Cream will open its outdoor ice cream and food stand this June. Come on by for our handcrafted Western Style ice cream cones, shakes, floats, and of course, our incredible hole-in-the-wall dog. Kick your spurs up on our wooden picnic tables and enjoy the sun with your family and friends. Cowboy Creamery Western Style. Always handcrafted with more cream and less air than premium ice creams. See you in June.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to the action here for the Troopers as we finish up the pitching change. Aiden Greenwald coming in to pitch now for the Pioneers. First batter he will see is Dalton Nelson for the Troopers. Dalton still 0 for 0 on the season with a sack, bunt, and a walk. But he does have that RBI.
Yeah, you'll take the RBI where you can get him, right?
Not only does he have an RBI, Michael Greer, after that 2 RBI single, now has 3 on the day to celebrate. Guess what? It's his birthday. We found out. Heck of a birthday surprise right there.
Yeah. Good little gift. Why not?
It's the gifts to yourself that really count, right,
yeah,
James?
Those are the big ones.
Now,
you know what you're going to get.
That's right. You don't have to wonder when you're opening up that present and you're really hoping it's something great, and then it sucks.
Yeah.
As he smacks that one into center field, the first runner is around, and he is going for second, and it is dropped. And now a second runner will come in to score for the Troopers. Nelson being extremely aggressive on that one there. Helped himself out, and he forced an error. They threw it over to second. They had him by a mile. The ball is dropped and rolls underneath him while he's safe at second. And the base runners, Michael Greer was able to come around to third, and then once it slipped out of the second baseman's glove, was able to easily score. Now, if you are going to make a mistake like that, which Nelson was gone by a mile,
yeah,
those are, aggressive mistakes. No coach is really going to, ever get mad at you for any of those.
Yeah, with 2 outs, why not try to get into scoring position here? With the Troopers now leading 7-2 as well.
Hunter Stone at bat here. Fouls that one off. Now an 0-2 count to Stone.
I can confirm also, while I was down at the concession stand, if you are a kid here at the game and you grab a foul ball, you get a, what are the ice popped things?
Yes. Otter Pops.
Otter Pops, yeah.
Taking me back a little bit. And that one does hit Hunter Stone. I was going to say, with 2 strikes, he ought to be trying to lean into that one a little bit there,
Catches
James.
That one right on the arm.
Hit by pitch brings to the plate number 17, Caden Skew.
So that extends the inning for the Troopers here.
Now, we are back at the top half of the line, or they've batted around here, the Troopers, so now I am hoping that they get an out here because I do not want to double up on my
Already have to. Steele was the leadoff batter of the 4th inning here, so, well, they messed up our bookkeeping.
Yeah, dang it. It was looking so clean, too.
And he smacks one into left field. That's going to get over the left fielder's head as he dives. And 1 run will score. Phillips is waving another one around, and he is going for third base. Let's see if he can make it. And he does. A triple by Caden Steele scores 2 runs. Don't see too many triples hit here with that very short wall at 307 in left field.
Now, the left fielder tried to make a good diving play, but just got out of the reach of his glove, and once it was by him, it was going all the way to the wall.
The Troopers have now plated 7 runs here in the bottom of the 4th, right after the Powell Pioneers had tied it up there in the top half of the inning. Dylan Greeno-Groom now at bat for the Troopers. His second at bat of the inning, he walked the first go around, and he has a single back in the 2nd inning.
My book is all sorts of messed up now.
I know it.
It's all backwards and forwards. I've got tracings over other tracings.
Greeno Groom takes a swing at that one. Just misses.
If we gave my book to a cryptographer, I don't know if he'd figure out what I wrote down.
One and two count now to Greeno Groom as that one is way outside. And brings up a 2-ball, 2-strike, and 2-out count. He watches that one. That one looks almost borderline there. And we know that, those can be dangerous. We've seen it happen both ways, helping batters out and, go ahead and getting rung up today. Full count now, as that one is placed perfectly against Greeno Groom, and he swings and strikes out for the third out of the inning. Nonetheless, the Troopers push across 7 here in the bottom of the 4th to regain the lead and now take a 9-2 lead into the 5th inning. We will take a quick break. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 106.9 FM and live streaming over on SheridanMedia.com.
Are you looking for social media management, web development, videography, graphic design, or assistance with grant writing? Then Redinger Technologies is your solution. They can help you change your marketing execution capacity today, leaving you to do what you do best, run your business. Give them a call at 307-285-0105 or find them online at redingertechnologies.com. Redinger Technologies. Let the professionals handle it for you.
Being a truly great dental practice isn't just about treating patients. It's about finding meaningful ways to serve in your community. Dr. Michelle Meehan encourages you to get involved. Donate to local charities. Serve on a board. Sponsor local events and sports teams. Volunteer your time and give back. Sheridan's a wonderful place with so many awesome nonprofits that could use your time and talents. Dr. Michelle Meehan, sponsoring Sheridan Troopers Baseball on SheridanMedia.com and KWYO.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to the action here at Ernie Rodolini Field from Thornrider Stadium. The Troopers pushed across 7 runs there in the in the bottom half of the 4th as the first batter pops one up, and Dylan Greeno Groom is able to get under it over there in right field. A quick first out here in the top of the 5th for Hamrick. Ryan Cordes was the batter there. Quick one pitch away, and now Jet Schwann, the catcher, will come up to bat here. 0 for 2 on the day. Schwann has grounded over to third base and a fielder's choice. And that one is looked at for yet another ball on the outer half of the plate.
We want to give a big thank you to some of our sponsors: True Built Builders, Redinger Technologies, Auto Connections, Range, Sunlight Federal Credit Union.
Just to name a few of them there. Without those sponsors, this wouldn't be happening.
Yeah. Also, Cowboy Creamery, Kim Hall with ERA Carroll Realty, the Wyoming Corporate Office, and the Talk Local Talk Sheridan podcast. And also with the Sheridan Media Hospital, they are basically donating the money for free admission for everybody that comes to the stadium. So if you want to come listen to some baseball, watch some baseball.
As that one is smacked into right center field. The runner will round first base, but think better of it and stay over there for a 1-out single here in the top of the 5th. Good piece of wood there by Schwann.
Yeah. Jet has looked like their best player all day. From behind the plate, at the plate, he's looked pretty skillful at the for the Powell Pioneers.
Brock Johnson now coming to the plate here for the Powell Pioneers. As he watches the first one come in there, it looked like an off-speed strike right there.
You've tripped up on that a couple times today.
I have. Just like it was early for the Troopers last week, it's early for me.
Yeah, it's early for us too, yeah.
Didn't do my vocal exercises to warm up as the runner goes there, and it is smacked over to third base. Easily put away by Greer, and the runner didn't realize that it was not foul. He started running back to first base there, and
you know what? Sometimes that happens.
It does. So a 5-3 putout, easily put together by Greer. Trey Stenerson now at bat for Powell. And he smacks one into left field. Cody Kilpatrick goes back a bit and settles under it for the third out of the inning here in the top of the fifth. We will take a quick break. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 106.9 FM and live streaming over on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook.
Some of the best things about business are the connections you make. Whether you're working with people down the block, across the state, or on the other side of the country, Range can help keep your connections strong. I'm Gabe Reese, your Range Business Solutions Specialist. I'm here to make sure your business has the network service, internet, phone system, and video monitoring you need. With Range, you're connected to the best. One company, one network, all for one reason. You. Range.net.
Blodorn Lumber understands home improvement and construction in Wyoming. After all, as a Wyoming-based business, Blodorn Lumber's been serving Sheridan for over 60 years. Heck, the Blodorn Lumber Sheridan staff has a combined 150-plus years of knowledge. They put that to work for you every day. Have questions about your home project, new construction, or tools? Well, stop by Blodorn Lumber in Sheridan. They're always happy to help you out. Blodorn Lumber, serving Sheridan since 1957.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to Trooper Baseball here in beautiful Thorn Rider Stadium as the pitcher finishes warming up here in the bottom of the fifth. I'm looking back through my book here, James, and like you said, parts of it are a mystery.
Yeah.
Another great throw down there by Jet Schwann. Kid has an arm on him.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good arm.
So we will have Carter Dubberly, the top of the lineup, leading off for the Troopers here in the bottom of the fifth. Carter looking to join some of the fun today, although he has scored on a first inning walk. Looks at a called strike right there, though. The Troopers need just 3 runs here in the bottom of the fifth to wrap up this first game of the doubleheader. And of course, as I say that, put the old
jinx.
Yeah, the old announcer jinx on it. 0-2 count now to Dubberly. That one way outside there. It looked like a curveball that he did not get on top of. Comes back with a 1-2 pitch and is just misfouled straight back to the screen. Remains that 1-2 count. As the pitcher is ready and comes to the plate. Yet another one outside there, about the same one as that last ball. So could be struggling a bit with that off speed there.
Yeah, which is good for the batters. You're basically looking fastball the whole way.
That's what I would be doing. Now a full count to Dubberly here. Let's see if he can't get something started for the Troopers here in the bottom of the fifth. And he does. Just as in the first inning, he takes a walk to begin the fifth inning. Excuse me, the bottom half of the fifth inning.
Leadoff walk. Recently shortstop, number 8, Rich Hall.
And Rich Hall comes in here with a 2-for-3 day and 2 runs scored. A big lead over at first base by Dubberly.
He also has an RBI back in the 4th inning as well.
Pitcher saw the same thing that I did, and now Dubberly's out to even a bigger lead over at first base. He will have to also be careful that that Schwann does not backpick him here with a right-handed batter up easy, wide-open throw back there to first base.
And he's been showing off his arm all day.
And there goes the runner. And let's see here if Hall can beat him to first base. It'll be close. And is called out at first base. He almost had a swinging bunt there. And the first baseman came up, fielded it. The pitcher did his job, though, and got over to first base, and they were able to just get him out on time.
The old 3-1 putout.
Left fielder number 16, Cody Kilpatrick.
Kilpatrick looking to get his day going. He's flying out to right field 2 times, and he's got a single back in the first inning.
And the runner was going. Kilpatrick hits it into left field, and Dubberly will easily score on the single by Kilpatrick.
And the good old hit and run there, planned up by Phillips, and it works to perfection with Cody Kilpatrick singling over into left field.
Number 1, Trevor Stowe.
Stowe wants to join in the fun here this afternoon and get something more than just that walk that he had back there in the 4th inning. He did score on it, though, so a little bit of a double whammy as far as good.
Don't swing the bat, but you get back across the plate. That's not too bad.
With good speed over there by Kilpatrick at first, we will see if they try and put anything into play here. Pitcher was thinking the same thing, picked over there, but not his best move. Just checking on him.
Just checking.
Kilpatrick off to a bigger lead, and that one is smacked right at the second baseman. Oh! Are they going to still call him out? They are calling it on the transfer. So a hard hit ball by Stowe just right at the second baseman, and on the transfer was dropped, so Cody Kilpatrick will stay over at first base, and Stowe will head back to the dugout.
An unlucky day for Trevor Stowe. That ball was hit about as hard as you can hit the ball, and it's just right at the second baseman.
Might need to check his gloves web there to see if
it can go right through it.
Yeah, might be a few stitches loose.
I've had that happen before, actually.
That one way outside, and Kilpatrick will go from his knees. Schwann is unable to get him. Not only was he from his knees, but he was half falling down, and I mean, he still put that one right there on the money.
Yeah, impressive throw by Schwann there. Looked like Patrick Mahomes in that Super Bowl.
Yeah. Michael Greer at the plate now for the Troopers. Greer has had a fantastic day, and what a day to have it. It's his birthday.
His birthday.
We'll see if he can't continue that. As he swings on one, gets under it. We'll see if the center fielder comes over, and they are finally able to stop Greer's success today. So the Troopers push across, the Troopers, push across one here in the bottom of the 5th, and now enjoy a 10-2 lead as we will head to a quick break. You are listening to Trooper Baseball on 106.9 FM and streaming on Sheridan Media.
Sheridan Memorial Hospital is celebrating 2 important events this month, National Nurses Week and National Hospital Week. People are the most impressive and most important resource at Sheridan Memorial Hospital. That's why this time is set aside to recognize the dedicated healthcare workers, physicians, volunteers, and other health professionals who strive to fulfill the hospital's mission to serve our community with excellent patient-centered care. Sheridan Memorial Hospital, medical excellence right here at home.
Have you heard? There's a new local podcast coming called Talk Local, Talk Sheridan. It'll be Sheridan focused, talking with business owners and locals about everything and anything to do with Sheridan. If you're interested in submitting a topic or would like to be on an episode and discuss something to do with Sheridan, then send an email to info@TalkLocalTalkSheridan. And be sure to listen for future updates on Talk Local, Talk Sheridan, including when the first episode will be launching.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, beautiful people. We are entering the top of the 6th here for the Sheridan Troopers, and we are going to have a pitching change. Cale Hamrick doing a great job today, only letting up 2 runs so far throughout 5 innings, but Nate Killian is going to come on in relief for him, see if he can't finish this one up for him. Killian has had a few appearances so far at home this year and has done a pretty darn good job, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
First pitch is swung on, and will it stay in play? Stowe is over there and bounces off that first base bleachers. If that one would have stayed in place, Stowe was right there. Or excuse me,
Steele, yeah. Steele was right there.
Cade Queen up to bat here for the Powell Pioneers. Takes a looking strike right there. Now an 0-2 count to him here in the top of the sixth. That one is smacked into the parking lot. Didn't sound like that one was a windshield buster, though.
No windshield buster.
The one earlier, you could tell.
Yeah, that one sounded like it.
So it was nice to get here nice and early and park far away.
It might be a little bit of an extra walk, but you're saving yourself a couple $100.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's almost the opposite of when you go to the grocery store or something. Everybody tries to get the front spots.
As close as you can, yeah.
Here, everybody tries to get the far away spots. That one is popped up, and Dubberly comes in. Nope, it will stay there close enough for Stowe to get under at second base, short right field. And that one is put away for the first out of the sixth inning here. Good job by Killian to come out, throw some strikes, and let his fielders do some work here.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden Greenwald, the batter now for the Pioneers. Came in to pitch there in the fourth inning for them. And the 1-1 count to him is a looking called strike. Now here comes the 1-2 count to him as he watches a ball come in high. I'll tell you, when we changed pitchers here, it was a nice, easy one-person change, whereas when Powell changed pitchers there back in the fourth inning,
yeah,
it was a merry-go-round, wasn't it?
Yeah, a bunch of names switching to different spots.
Easier to keep track of. And that 3-2 count is looked at just borderline there by Killian and will be called a ball for a walk for Greenwald. Dalton Worstall coming to the plate here with one out in the top of the sixth and one man on. That one is fouled straight back. Just missed the umpire's mask again. I bet you that he could feel the wind off that one.
Yeah.
He already took that one into the net guard earlier in the game that knocked it off.
Yeah. He blinked at that one at the very least.
And a called swinging strike right there. He tried to hold it up but could not, and is now looking at a 0-2 count to Worstall. And he hits it right back at Killian. Killian fields it, throws over to first, and good job by Steele right there to stay on the bag. Good PFP right there. Was a little bit nervous on the throw, but he was able to, still beat him over there and get the out. Nelson will now go out and have a quick chat with Killian and make sure that they're on the same page, especially now with their runner on second base. What are we doing for signs here? They got it put together, and Nelson is back behind the plate. 0-2 count, 2 outs now here in the top of the sixth. As Wantulak steps in, swings that first pitch, easily played over there at first base, and the Troopers are out of the inning with no damage and still enjoy that 10-2 lead. We will take a quick break here as you are listening to Trooper Baseball on 106.9 FM, KWYO, and also streaming live on SheridanMedia.com.
Ready for a new career? TrueBuilt Builders, Sheridan's leader in custom post-frame buildings and homes, for over 24 years is expanding their workforce and is currently taking applications for all skill levels. You'll work for a community-oriented building company that's been supporting local sports teams, rodeo, FFA, 4-H, and more. You'll be offered a competitive wage depending on your experience with an opportunity for advancement and training. Contact Jim or Brenda at TrueBuilt Builders, 752-0631, or email truebuiltjobs@vcn.com. McDonald's restaurants in Sheridan and Buffalo are currently looking to fill part-time and full-time positions. The benefits include pay of up to $15 per hour. And even better, you can work today and get paid tomorrow. Benefits include health insurance, paid vacation, tuition assistance, flexible scheduling, food discounts, and more. If part-time works better, there are a variety of part-time positions that are extremely flexible. Apply today in person. McDonald's in Sheridan and Buffalo.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back, everybody. It looks like we are going to have yet another pitching change for the Powell Pioneers. Looks like Ryan Cortez will come in to pitch here for them. And excuse me on that play over to second base. It is no longer Stowe over there. It is Anthony Carlson. Carlson now into the game here for the Troopers. Well, once again, do we risk the good old announcer jinx and say Troopers only need to push across two?
You jinxed it last time. I don't know. I don't know if we want to do it again.
I'll give it one more go here and say that if they get those 2 runs here,
then the game is over. The game will conclude.
Get another perfect throw down there by Schwann. As we are getting ready to get things going here.
Dalton Nelson.
And the catcher, Dalton Nelson, steps into the box here. He is now 1 for 1 on the season with that single back in the 4th inning that scored an RBI. Had 3 successful at-bats today. Had a sac bunt back in the first that was an RBI for him. A walk back in the 3rd inning. And then, of course, as I just mentioned, the single that scored an RBI. And he scored back in the 4th. As he fouls this one back on the 1-1 pitch. Now a 1-2 count against him. So for his first game of the year here for the Troopers, doing pretty darn good.
Pretty successful, yeah. 2 RBI day, you'll take that.
As he pops one into left field, that one does hang up long enough for that left fielder. Looked to me off the bat that one could have, been a wounded duck and fallen in there in that triangle.
Triangle over there, yeah.
Number 3, Hunter Stone.
Hunter Stone coming to bat here for the Troopers. Stone is 0 for 2 on the day with a hit by pitch and a scored run. Watches that one go by outside for the first ball. Stone's DHing today and looking to really hopefully leave his mark on this game as he takes a big hack there. That's one thing that we've seen from him all day is he's not going to get cheated on his swings.
Yeah, he swung the ball, the bat pretty hard today. Hasn't made very good contact yet, but
when he does,
yeah, it's going to go far if he gets good contact on it.
A 2-1 count now to Stone. And he watches that one come in there, eye level for ball 3. And yet another big hack by him right there on a 3-1 count, missing, making the count go full. And he smacks that one into center field. That will be a single for him. One thing that I noticed there, the Powell pitcher really not taking much time in between pitchers. He's getting right up there and getting to it.
Looks like he's getting the sign from Schwann, and then whatever sign he got, he's just going with it. Not shaking anything off or anything like that. Also, Hunter Stone chokes up there and just laid a simple line drive into center field. Gets his first hit of the day.
And it does look like we will have a pinch runner over there for Stone. That is Brennan Mortensen.
Brennan Mortensen, pinch runner.
Mortensen, I'm assuming, has a little bit of speed on him. As Caden Steele watches that one in the dirt. Or I guess I should say in the turf.
In the turf, yeah.
There's no dirt left. Caden Steele with a triple his last time up. And is 2 for 2 on the day with a walk and a scored run and 2 RBIs. He watches the 1-1 pitch go by high. Now a 2-1 count to Steele. And he takes a big hack there. He wanted another triple, if not, add that extra base. Yeah. Now a 2-2 count to Steele.
Trying to end the game with one swing.
And he pops this one up to the right fielder. Right fielder looks like he has a good beat on it, gets under it, and puts him away for the second out here in the the bottom of the 6th. That will bring Dylan Greeno-Groom to bat here.
Dylan Greeno-Groom.
Greeno-Groom is 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a scored run. And the first pitch to him is smacked over to second base, and the second baseman will easily make the play for the 3rd out of the inning, as we will go into the top of the 7th with the Troopers leading 10-2. We will take a quick break as you are listening to Trooper Baseball on KWYO 106.9 FM and also streaming live over on SheridanMedia.com.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you a quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
Charlie Eisler here, owner of Auto Connections at 2514 North Main in Sheridan. Business has been terrific since Kim and I moved up to Sheridan permanently 3 years ago. Thank you, Sheridan. Cars, trucks, and SUVs, we have many to choose from. If you need a used car that won't break your budget, come see me. If you have bad credit or no credit, we can help. If you just want to talk baseball, come on by. Auto Connections, 2514 North Main.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to the action here. Troopers Baseball on 106.9 FM and streaming live over on Sheridan Media. First pitch of the inning, swung on, hit right back to Nate Killian, and he is able to field it and toss it on over to first base for the first out of the inning.
Nate Killian getting Nate Feller out, so Nate getting out by a Nate. It's Nateception.
And that will bring us back up to the top of the order, and Ryan Cordes will now be at bat for the Pioneers. That one is thrown low.
Cordes, the pitcher for the Powell Pioneers last inning.
Killian comes set and throws. This one is popped up. Will there be enough room to play it? And there is. Popped over to the right side in foul territory, but plenty of room over there for Caden Steele to make the play.
Pop-out brings to the plate number 5, Jet Schwann.
2 outs now in the top of the 7th inning here for the Sheridan Troopers. Now just that 1 out away from going home with a victory here.
Going to the dugout with the victory.
Yeah, I should say that. Going to the concession stand with a victory. Having a little bit of time in between games to enjoy, as James and I have talked about, those great burgers. As that one is smacked right back to Killian. Killian is able to knock it down. Good PFP for him right there, and he is able to throw over to first base. And Caden Steele catches it for the last out of the game here. The Troopers win the first game of the doubleheader here, 10-2, and really had a solid second half of the ball game here. Started off kind of slow there, James.
The 4th inning was where the Troopers basically exploded. They batted through the order. They got 4 across in that 1 inning alone. A couple RBIs from Caden Steele, a couple RBIs from Michael Greer as well. My James Timberlake player of the game, Michael Greer, birthday boy, 3 RBIs on the day.
I think that's well-deserved.
Well-deserved, birthday guy. He had a walk, a single on the day, 2 singles on the day, and 3 RBIs. So the birthday boy going home with the James Timberlake most prestigious award. Not only player of the game.
Not only that, but he did make that 1 error back at the beginning of the game at third base. But how many plays did he make after that?
Yeah, after that he kind of settled back down into third base and made a couple of really good plays.
I mean, I can look through the scoring book here and just see 5-3, 5-3. Yeah. You know, he made quite a few plays after that. So maybe a few birthday jitters to start things off, and then after that it was all, uphill, as they say.
He was settled in well over at third base after that first error, and then at the plate again had a solid day. And then Cale Hamrick also had a really good day on the bump. He went 5 innings and held the bump really well. Only gave up a couple runs in that first inning, 2 runs in the bottom half of the first inning.
Only one of them earned.
Yeah, and only 1 earned after that.
So that will take us to a quick break here, and we'll be back to finish wrapping up the first game of the doubleheader. You are listening to Trooper Baseball on KWYO 106.9 FM.
And welcome back to Ernie Radolini Field here at Trooper Stadium. It is game 2 of our doubleheader between the Sheridan Troopers and the Powell Pioneers. We're just getting ready to go here. And the lineup today for, I guess, the field for the Troopers today. We got Frankie Maestri on the mound. Catching for him is Cody Kilpatrick. Then at first base is Caden Steele. Second base, Trevor Stowe. Third base, Michael Greer. At shortstop, Cale Hamrick. In left is Rich Hall. In center is Brennan Mortensen. And then in right field, Nate Killian. And Frankie Maestri starts off. Ryan Cortez with a strike. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Frankie Maestri. That one is swung on and missed from Cortez. So a quick 0-2 count from Frankie Maestri.
First time that we've seen Frankie here at least at home for the Troopers this year.
Good start here. Here comes the 0-2 from Maestri. That one just a bit outside according to our home plate umpire for this game, Corey Hamrick. So ball number 1 is a 1-2 count to Ryan Cortez. The 1-2 pitch to Cortez from Maestri is just a bit low. Now a 2-2 count.
Maestri can be described as a young kid with a live arm.
Yeah, that is what we heard up here in the press box. Here comes the 2-2. That one's a bounce before home plate as well, so now it's a 3-2 count for Maestri.
When you ever get one of those that was bounced to the backstop on 2 strikes, you ever just have the desire to go ahead and give it a swing and then, okay, I can hopefully beat it down the first?
3-2 pitch is rolled over to the shortstop for the Troopers, throws it over to first base and gets the first out of the day. That was Cale Hamrick throwing over to Caden Steele, at first base. So a 6-3 putout to start the day for the Troopers on the field. Start the second game of the day, I should say. Troopers won the first game 10-2 over the Pioneers with a big 7-run 4th inning that kind of put things away. Now batting for the Powell Pioneers, the catcher Jet Schwann. First pitch to him from Maestri is a ball high and inside. Maestri having a little bit of trouble keeping that hat on when he comes over the top with his pitches. Keeps falling off right in front of him. Here comes the 1-0 from Maestri. That one is fouled off just behind home plate here into the parking lot.
My guess is one of two things. Either he was a young guy on the roster and they didn't have quite his size and he had to go one size up, or he got his hair cut.
That's possible, yeah. I got my haircut yesterday. I had to go down a size on my hat. The 1-1 pitch is just a bit high, so a 2-1 count now for Frankie Maestri.
Either that or he has a lot of spider tack under there.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Why not? The 2-1 is a bit outside into the other batter's box. So 3-1 count now for Jet Schwann from Frankie Maestri. Jet Schwann probably looked like one of the better players on this Powell team last game. That ball he watches down at the knees for strike 2.
And if you are just joining us, the Troopers are sporting the white uniforms with blue sleeves this game, as well as the Powell Pioneers are sporting the black tops with gray pants.
And Schwann watches ball 4, so Powell gets their first base runner of the day of the second game here in the top half of the inning with 1 out. Now up for Powell is Brock Johnson, the shortstop, number 15 for the Pioneers. He stands in with a pretty relaxed stance. Here comes the first pitch from Maestri. That one just a bit high for ball 1.
Now, it'd be interesting to know what the, with 1 out and you walk somebody, what the statistics are as far as we keep hammering that home. You don't want that first batter of the inning to walk him because you have over a 70% chance of him coming around to score.
Yeah, it's usually not good. Watches the second pitch of the at-bat there for a strike. So a 1-1 count now. Here comes the 1-1 from Maestri. That one catches the outside corner. Johnson didn't love the call, but nonetheless, it is a 1-2 count.
Bit of a different lineup for the Troopers here than what we've seen typically so far. Good of Coach Phillips there to be getting some of these younger guys some playing experience, get them in the lineup here.
Good to get towards the early end of the year, see if you can play them towards the state tournament and towards the back half of the season. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Maestri. That one just a bit outside as well, so a 2-2 count now. Here comes the 2-2 from Frankie Maestri. That one painted it on the outside corner. Brock Johnson didn't love that one either, but it is strike three nonetheless. Now we got 2 outs here in the top half of the inning, with the score still tied 0-0. Trey Stenerson now up to the plate for the Powell Pioneers, number 20. He is pitching for the Pioneers here in the second game. Looking to drive home that run over on first, Chet Schwann. First pitch he sees, he flies out to right field. Right fielder going back, and he settles under it to make the third out of the inning. And pretty harmless first half of the inning for Frankie Maestri, letting one on but not letting him get past first base. We'll see what the Troopers have coming up. You're listening to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO, and tune in to our live web stream over on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook page.
Things are shaking at Sunlight Federal Credit Union. They have upped their CD rates and are offering a 1-year CD with a 1.77 APY, a 3-year CD with a 2.28 APY, and a 5-year CD with a 2.79 APY. All require $500 minimum deposit and early withdrawal penalty applies. Let Sunlight help you see your money grow. Stop by their location in Sheridan on Sugarland Drive or take a look online at sunlightfcu.com. Member NCUA and equal housing lender. Sunlight Federal Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
Looking for an outdoor corral to hang your hat on and enjoy Wyoming's best ice cream and food without breaking the bank? Cowboy Creamery Western Style Ice Cream will open its outdoor ice cream and food stand this June. Come on by for our handcrafted Western Style ice cream cones, shakes, floats, and of course our incredible hole-in-the-wall dog. Kick your spurs up on our wooden picnic tables and enjoy the sun with your family and friends. Cowboy Creamery Western Style. Always handcrafted with more cream and less air than premium ice creams. See you in June.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to Trooper Baseball here. We are in the bottom half of the third inning. Powell did not get anybody across in the top half of the first. They got one on with Jet Schwann getting a walk, but couldn't get him past first base. And now we have Cale Hamrick going to lead us off for the Troopers. It'll be Cale Hamrick, Rich Hall, and then Cody Kilpatrick. After them, it'll be Trevor Stowe at fourth, Michael Greer at fifth, Dalton Nelson at sixth, Nate Killian at seventh, Caden Steele at eighth, and then ninth, rounding off the order, is Brennan Mortensen. So Cale Hamrick getting ready to go here.
I can tell you Jet Schwann got put into one of those situations that, as a catcher, you absolutely hate. You are on base when the third out of the inning's made, and then you have to hurry up and put everything on, and then you don't get to warm up with your pitcher, and especially at the beginning of the game like this, his first inning, then you kind of want to be able to get a little bit of a feel of how he's throwing, you know.
Yeah.
It's one of those that kind of handcuffs a catcher back there.
Yeah, I don't envy the catchers for having to sprint back in and try to get all their stuff. Kind of feels like everybody's waiting on you.
Yeah.
I know, I hate that feeling.
It's all eyeballs on you. And
yeah, exactly. Cale Hamrick did not bat in the last game. He was the starting pitcher for the Troopers. He went 5 innings, had a pretty good game, only gave up 2 runs in the 10-2 win for the Troopers. We'll see what he can get going here with Trey Stenerson on the bump for the Powell Pioneers. First pitch that Cale Hamrick sees, he lines it over into left field, falls right in front of the left fielder for a single to start off the game. So the first pitch that Hamrick sees, he lines into left field for a single, and Troopers already got something working here.
Brings to the plate. Left fielder number 8, Rich Hall.
On Hamrick with some good speed over there, I would not be overly surprised to see some kind of game in action here, whether it's a bunt, steal, hit and run, something just to already bump him over there and put him in a scoring position for Cody Kilpatrick.
Left fielder Rich Hall up to the plate now for the Troopers. He watches ball one a bit high. And again, Schwann, the catcher for the Powell Pioneers, he's got a pretty good arm, so he's kind of held the running game for the Troopers in check as far as stealing bases goes and such. But we'll see what happens here. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one just a bit inside, it looked like. So a 2-0 count now here to Rich Hall. Here comes the 2-0 from Stenerson. That one is lined into left field, but well foul. We'll get over onto the road over here for strike number 1.
Rich Hall was 2 for 4 last game with a couple of runs scored there, too.
Yeah, he had a good game last game. He's playing short last game as well. He's in left field now. Here comes the 2-1. That one's a bit outside. Looks like off speed that he probably got over a little bit too much on and rolled it over into the other batter's box. So a 3-1 count now for Rich Hall. 0-0 game here still. No outs in the bottom half of the inning with Cale Hamrick on first base. Ooh, Rich Hall wears that one right in the back on a 3-1 count. He'd much prefer that one just to be a ball, and that one's going to be bruised tomorrow morning, I would say.
Number 16, Cody Kilpatrick.
Worst part of that is you can't rub a little dirt on it. There is no dirt.
There's no dirt, yeah. Got a little shiner for Rich Hall. That was a hit by pitch, and now Cody Kilpatrick up to the plate, number 16, the catcher for the Troopers today. Dalton Nelson was the catcher in the first game. Cody Kilpatrick played left. And Cody Kilpatrick is behind the plate now for this one.
Looks like the pitcher for the Powell Pioneers, Trey Stenerson, needing a little bit of encouragement there from the catcher and the first baseman as they go out and, just
got a short little meeting there.
Tell them to settle down a bit, huh?
Here comes the first pitch to Kilpatrick. That one's a bit high. The first baseman and third baseman's playing a little bit even with the bag, but the first baseman is definitely playing in, maybe thinking about a bunt here. But with the 3-hole hitter, I don't see Cody Kilpatrick squaring around for a bunt. Second pitch he sees is another ball low, so it's a 2-0 count here for Cody Kilpatrick from Trey Stenerson. Hamrick on second, Rich Hall over on first. And Kilpatrick watches another ball outside for ball number 3. And this one probably taken all the way with this early in the game for Cody Kilpatrick.
I'd have to think so, too.
Here comes the 3-0 from Stenerson. Yeah, didn't even really load up or anything like that. I was watching pretty much the whole way, and that was a strike. So a 3-1 count now.
See, that's one thing that I don't get where some of these guys nowadays, they literally just sit there with the bat on their shoulder.
Don't even load up. Here comes the 3-1. That one was inside as well. Almost hit Kilpatrick as well. And that is another walk for Stenerson. So now bases are loaded early on here for the Troopers with Trevor Stowe up to the plate. 4-hole hitter for the Troopers, also playing second base today. So the Troopers have a single, a hit by pitch, and a walk here to start the bottom half of the first inning. The 0-0 pitch gets behind Schwann, and that is going to score Cale Hamrick. There's a ball and a wild pitch, and all the base runners will move up a bag. So runners on second and third now, as Hamrick has come around to score on the wild pitch. So now 1-0 for the Troopers. Runners on second and third. No outs. Got something definitely cooking here. Trevor Stowe with a 1-0 count. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one also a bit high and inside for ball number 2. Stenerson is going to have to keep this pitch count down and start throwing some strikes if he wants to stay in this game for longer than just a few innings. The 2-0 pitch is outside for a ball, so 3-0 count now.
Either that, James, or he's not going to make it deep enough because he keeps walking people here, and pretty soon there's going to be a mound visit from that coach telling him what that catcher and first baseman did. Settle down.
3-0 pitch is inside as well, not very close, so that is ball 4. So the bases are loaded once again, this time with Michael Greer up to the plate, and Michael Greer had a pretty solid game last game as well.
And just as I mentioned there, here comes the coach out of the Pioneer dugout to come out and hopefully settle down his guy a little bit.
Yeah, not a great start for Stenerson. It looks like they're already...
Waste no time.
Yeah, going to the pen. So we're already getting a pitching substitution. We're going to take a quick break as the pitcher warms up. You're listening to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook page.
Are you looking for social media management, web development, videography, graphic design, or assistance with grant writing? Then Renninger Technologies is your solution. They can help you change your marketing execution capacity today, leaving you to do what you do best, run your business. Give them a call at 307-285-0105 or find them online at RenningerTechnologies.com. Renninger Technologies. Let the professionals handle it for you.
Being a truly great dental practice isn't just about treating patients. It's about finding meaningful ways to serve in your community. Dr. Michelle Meehan encourages you to get involved. Donate to local charities. Serve on a board. Sponsor local events and sports teams. Volunteer your time and give back. Sheridan's a wonderful place with so many awesome nonprofits that could use your time and talents. Dr. Michelle Meehan, sponsoring Sheridan Troopers Baseball on SheridanMedia.com and KWYO.
Some of the best things about business are the connections you make. Whether you're working with people down the block, across the state, or on the other side of the country, Range can help keep your connections strong. I'm Gabe Reese, your Range Business Solutions Specialist. I'm here to make sure your business has the network service, internet, phone system, and video monitoring you need. With Range, you're connected to the best. One company, one network, all for one reason. You. Range.net.
It doesn't matter the weather. It's always grilling season with the Traeger grill. You can grill, smoke, baste, roast, braise, and barbecue, and with temperature controls. No more burned food. Check out the Traeger grills at Blowdorn Lumber in Sheridan. And while you're there, pick up a cookbook and some rubs and sauces, too. Find your new Traeger grill at Blowdorn Lumber, serving Sheridan since 1957.
You buy it right, then you build it right. When you start with the pros, that's Blowdorn Lumber.
Sheridan Memorial Hospital is celebrating two important events this month, National Nurses Week and National Hospital Week. People are the most impressive and most important resource at Sheridan Memorial Hospital. That's why this time is set aside to recognize the dedicated healthcare workers, physicians, volunteers, and other health professionals who strive to fulfill the hospital's mission to serve our community with excellent patient-centered care. Sheridan Memorial Hospital, medical excellence right here at home.
Have you heard? There's a new local podcast coming called Talk Local, Talk Sheridan. It'll be Sheridan focused, talking with business owners and locals about everything and anything to do with Sheridan. If you're interested in submitting a topic or would like to be on an episode and discuss something to do with Sheridan, then send an email to info@talklocaltalksheridan. And be sure to listen for future updates on Talk Local, Talk Sheridan, including when the first episode will be launching.
Some of the best things about business are the connections you make. Whether you're working with people down the block, across the state, or on the other side of the country, Range can help keep your connections strong. I'm Gabe Reese, your Range Business Solutions Specialist. I'm here to make sure your business has the network service, internet, phone system, and video monitoring you need. With Range, you're connected to the best. One company, one network, all for one reason. You. Range.net.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back here to Troopers Baseball. No outs here in the bottom half of the first inning, and we already have a pitching change for the Powell Pioneers. Bases loaded for the Troopers. Trey Stenerson was the pitcher to start the game, but he had a case of the walks, and now we've got Dalton Worstel as Michael Greer pops one straight up here in the infield. The second baseman camped under it, and that is out number one for the Troopers.
Now pitching for the Powell Pioneers, Dalton Worstel. Another Dalton stepping in, Dalton Nelson.
Dalton Nelson now coming up to the plate. He's DHing in Game 2 after catching last game. See if he can bring some runs around with the bases loaded. First pitch he sees is in the dirt. And a good block by Jet Schwann there to not let they get by him and score another run here in the bottom half of the first with the Troopers up 1-0.
All it's going to take is a little poke here, James, and then they'll be putting more runs on the board.
The 1-0 there from Dalton Worstel is a ball low again, so a 2-0 count here for Dalton Nelson. That one is grounded to the first baseman. A good pick there by the first baseman. He throws it home, and they get the force out at home. A good job there by Aiden Greenwald. A good pick and then a good throw home to get the force out at home and prevent a run from coming in. So, again, everybody kind of just moves bases. We got a runner. The base is loaded. Stowe is over on second. Cody Kilpatrick on third. And now Dalton Nelson at first.
That was a good job by Aiden Greenwald over there. Have the presence of mind to, go home rather than stepping on the bag and then going home and forcing it to be a tag play.
Yeah, good job by him. First two pitches to the new batter here, Nate Killian for the Troopers. 1 ball, 1 strike. He fouled one just back into the netting here. Base is still loaded for the Troopers. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one just a bit low to Nate Killian. So 2-1 count now. The 2-1 pitch is down as well, so a 3-1 count now from Dalton Worstel. And Dalton's going to have to prevent any sort of runs here. He's going to have to throw one right down the pipe or in the zone at the very least if he wants to prevent at least one run. So Killian might be looking to fire here. And that is ball 4 from Nate Killian, or to Nate Killian, so another run here. So again, Troopers just advance positions, and that is an RBI walk for Nate Killian.
Easiest RBI out there.
Easiest RBI in the game today. First pitch that Caden Steele sees, he sends one into right field, but that is caught by the new right fielder, Keaton Roughton, for out number 3. So not as much damage done as the Troopers would have liked, but still 2 runs across here in the bottom half of the first. We move on to the top of the second. The Troopers leading 2-0. You are listening here to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO, and on the SheridanMedia.com web stream and on Sheridan Media Facebook page.
Sheridan's oldest continuous lumber company, Blowdorn Lumber, is open 7 days a week for your convenience. 7:30 to 6 during the week, Saturdays from 8 to 5, and Sundays from 9 to 2. Have questions about your home project, new construction, or tools? Stop by Blowdorn Lumber in Sheridan. They're always happy to help you out. Blowdorn Lumber, located at 860 Riverside Street, or call them at 307-672-2471. Serving Sheridan since 1957. Sheridan Memorial Hospital is celebrating 2 important events this month, National Nurses Week and National Hospital Week. People are the most impressive and most important resource at Sheridan Memorial Hospital. That's why this time is set aside to recognize the dedicated healthcare workers, physicians, volunteers, and other health professionals who strive to fulfill the hospital's mission to serve our community with excellent patient-centered care. Sheridan Memorial Hospital, medical excellence right here at home.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back here to Troopers Baseball here at Ernie Ronaliti Field at Thornrider Stadium. Frankie Maestri back on the bump for the Troopers, and the Troopers leading 2-0 after the first inning thanks to a couple walks and a wild pitch from the pitcher at the time, Trey Stenerson.
We'd like to take this chance real quick to thank a few of our sponsors here for Trooper Baseball. McDonald's, Blowdorn Lumber, Kilpatrick Creations, Dr. Michelle Meehan, and Sears Hometown Store, just to name a few.
Big thank you to them. We would not be able to do this without their help and their sponsorship. Coming up now for the Powell Pioneers is number 25, Aiden Greenwald. Or, excuse me, number 15, Cade Queen. Yeah, Cade Queen, excuse me. I have his number written wrong down here in my book. Number 25 is his number. He watches the second pitch of the at-bat for ball number 2. So 2-0 count here to Cade Queen. The fifth batter in the lineup, also playing third for the Powell Pioneers. 2-0 count, just a bit outside as well, and that is ball number 3. Again, that hat looks really loose on Frankie Maestri. He's trying to adjust it every chance he gets. Comes a 3-0 pitch. Ooh, that one was close. Even Cade Queen thought that was probably a strike, but ball 4 nonetheless.
You can always tell when a batter doesn't think that it's ball 4. He doesn't hustle down to first base. He's sitting there looking back. Really?
Yeah, and that was
okay. I'll take the base.
That was kind of the look he gave to Hamrick almost, but ball 4 nonetheless. So no out runner here for the Powell Pioneers, and up to the plate now. Aiden Greenwald, the first baseman, watches ball number 1 for the Pioneers. Greenwald had that great play towards the middle half of the bottom half of the first, prevented a run. They fielder's choice off of a great pick on a ground ball to the first base. Greenwald with his close stance. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one is flied out, kind of blooped. Might be a tough play for Trevor Stowe at second base, but he makes the over-the-shoulder catch. Good catch by him, and good hustle to get the first out here of the inning.
That was almost in the triangle over there.
The Troopers are coming up to bat with Brennan Mortensen leading off the bottom half of the second inning. You are listening to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO, and on the SheridanMedia.com and Sheridan Media Facebook page.
Have you heard? There's a new local podcast coming called Talk Local, Talk Sheridan. It'll be Sheridan-focused, talking with business owners and locals about everything and anything to do with Sheridan. If you're interested in submitting a topic or would like to be on an episode and discuss something to do with Sheridan, then send an email to info@TalkLocalTalkSheridan. And be sure to listen for future updates on Talk Local, Talk Sheridan, including when the first episode will be launching.
Ready for a new career? True Build Builders, Sheridan's leader in custom post-frame buildings and homes for over 24 years, is expanding their workforce and is currently taking applications for all skill levels. You'll work for a community-oriented building company that's been supporting local sports teams, rodeo, FFA, 4-H, and more. You'll be offered a competitive wage depending on your experience with an opportunity for advancement and training. Contact Jim or Brenda at True Build Builders, 752-0631, or email truebuildjobs@vcn.com.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back here to Troopers Baseball. In the bottom half of the second inning, Brennan Mortensen up to the plate, the center fielder for the Troopers. First pitch he sees, he chops over to the pitcher, and the pitcher makes the easy play over to first base, an underhand throw for the 1-3 putout. So quick out number 1 here for the Troopers. And that brings us back to the top of the lineup. Cale Hamrick, the shortstop, who was on the receiving end of that 4-6-3 double play to end the top half of the inning. 2-0 here for the Troopers. They're leading the way. Here comes the 0-0 pitch. That one just a bit outside. So 1-0 count here to Cale Hamrick. The 1-0 pitch that he sees is a bit low and outside as well, so a 2-0 count now to Hamrick. Hamrick got on base last at bat with a single and came across to score on a wild pitch back in the first inning. He lines one into right field. It's a fly ball, and the right fielder camped under it, and he makes the second out of the inning.
Hamrick, one of the youngest members, if not the youngest member of the Troopers, really having a pretty good year so far.
And he's finishing up his sophomore year, I guess is what I should say, at the Sheridan High School. Up to the plate now for the Troopers, Rich Hall, and he watches first pitch strike. Here comes the 0-1 count. That one is flied out to right field as well. Right fielder coming in, but it lands right in front of him, kind of in that triangle area, so Rich Hall has got a base hit for the Troopers. That one wasn't hit very far, but it was hit in the right spot. Right in that triangle over on the first base side. He's not the most happy with himself, but again, a hit is a hit when it comes to baseball, so you will take it. So runner on first base now for Cody Kilpatrick. Cody Kilpatrick got on after getting walked back in the first inning. He got out at the plate on a fielder's choice. He lines one into left center field. Center fielder is going back, but he makes the play. A good running play there by the center fielder, Ryan Cortez, to make the third out of the inning. So, Troopers get none across. They're still leading 2-0 here going into the top half of the third inning. You are listening to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook page.
Is it time for a career change? McDonald's restaurants in Sheridan and Buffalo are currently looking to fill shift management positions that pay up to $18 per hour, and you can work today and get paid tomorrow. Improve your life with a new career. Benefits include IRA contributions, health insurance, paid vacations, tuition assistance, flexible scheduling, food discounts, and up to $18 per hour. Apply today in person for a shift management career at McDonald's in Sheridan and Buffalo.
Raise your hand if you're looking forward to spring or summer. All of us at Kilpatrick Creations certainly are. Family reunions, fundraising events, third Thursdays. Lots of opportunities for custom t-shirts, hats, and promo gear. Whatever you need to outfit your event coming up, Kilpatrick Creations is your best option in all of Sheridan County. We'll design your artwork, help you pick out just the right item for your budget, and in the end, provide you with quality, affordable custom gear. Only Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in downtown Sheridan can do this for you.
Welcome back here to Trooper Baseball. Before we get started here in the top half of the third, we're going to pause 5 seconds for station identification.
Get off the bench and into the game on 1410 KWYO Sheridan.
Aiden Wantelock is going to lead off the top half of the third inning here for the Powell Pioneers. He is playing second base today, followed by Keaton Roughton, who's playing right field for the Powell Pioneers. Aiden Wantelock looks like one of those players, the rare players that you see. Reminds me of Tom Hankey a little bit with the glasses, the regular glasses.
You don't see that very
contacts
often.
Or something like that, yeah.
We'll see if Frankie Maestri can't keep things rolling here for
grounded
himself.
to Trevor Stowe. Trevor Stowe kind of botches it a little bit, makes the throw, and he still gets the out. Misplayed there by Trevor Stowe at second base. Kind of recovered and threw it back over to first base for the out. So good job by recovering there by Trevor Stowe. And a quick out for Frankie Maestri to start the inning. Keaton Roughton up to the plate now, the 9-hole hitter for Powell. First pitch he sees is a strike on the outer half. An 0-1 count here from Frankie Maestri. Here comes the 0-1 from Frankie. That one is swung on and missed by Keaton Roughton for strike number 2. 2-0 lead here for the Troopers in the top half of the third. 0-2 count with 1 out. Here comes the 0-2. That one is swung on and missed as well. So Frankie Maestri, a quick strikeout there of Keaton Roughton to get the second out of the inning. That's his Frankie Maestri's second strikeout of the day. And that brings the top half of the lineup for the Powell Pioneers up with Ryan Cortez from in the center field position. Up to the plate, he grounded out to the shortstop in the top half of the first inning to start his day. First pitch he saw the ball.
Again.
I know, right? It keeps falling off. It's interesting. Here comes the 1-0. That one is fouled off towards the right side. Our PA announcer here, he's got his own little sound effects, so it sounds like it's breaking someone's windshield. The 1-1 is just a bit outside for ball number 2.
You know how they have those straps for glasses that can go around the back of your head?
Yeah.
We're going to need to get that for Frankie for his hat.
He needs that for his hat, yeah. Here comes the 2-1 from Frankie. That one is blooped over towards the second baseman and Trevor Stowe, an easy fly ball for him, and that is out number 3 for the Powell Pioneers. Again, no damage done by Frankie Maestri, and holds the Powell Pioneers at bay. We're going into the bottom half of the third inning with the Troopers up 2-0. Excuse me. You are listening to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook page.
Charlie Eisler here, owner of Auto Connections at 2514 North Main in Sheridan. Business has been terrific since Kim and I moved up to Sheridan permanently 3 years ago. Thank you, Sheridan. Cars, trucks, and SUVs, we have many to choose from. If you need a used car that won't break your budget, come see me. If you have bad credit or no credit, we can help. If you just want to talk baseball, come on by. Auto Connections, 2514 North Main.
Have you been into Sears Hometown Store lately? They have great deals, especially if you buy in bulk and purchase 10 or more appliances within 90 days. If you're a contractor, that means huge savings. They also have deep freezes in stock for the rest of us. Or maybe it's time to upgrade your mower. Well, the friendly staff at Sears can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Locally owned and operated. That's Sears Hometown Store. Big name, small town owners.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back here to Trooper Baseball here at Ernie Radolini Field at Trooper Stadium. 2-0 Troopers going into the bottom half of the third inning, and Trevor Stowe, the 4-hole hitter and second baseman, is leading off the inning for the Troopers. His last at-bat. Trevor Stowe reached and came around to score. First pitch he looks at is a strike from Dalton Worstel. That one is hit high and deep into left field, but probably got under just a little bit. The left fielders camped under it and makes the out. So a fly out here for Trevor Stowe brings up Michael Greer, the third baseman. Whoops. Michael Greer up to the plate now for the Troopers. 1 out away. First pitch he sees is a ball. Second pitch he sees, the 1-0, is down as well. So 2-0 count here to Michael Greer, the third baseman.
If you didn't get a chance to catch the first game with us there, it is Michael Greer's birthday today.
It is Michael Greer's birthday.
Had a heck of a game there.
Yeah, he did have a heck of a game. He won the James Timberlake prestigious Player of the Game award.
What'd you get for that, James? You giving out trophies now?
Thumbs up.
Gets a thumbs up.
Here's the 2-1 count to Michael Greer. He lines one right back up the middle for a single. And again, Michael Greer continues his good day with a single. 1-out single for the Troopers.
Single brings to the plate. Designated hitter number 11.
The single there by Michael Greer brings up the DH, Dalton Nelson. Dalton Nelson got on base from a fielder's choice and got to second base back in the first inning. See if we can bring Michael Greer around here. Here comes the 0-0. That one is a bit high, so 1-0 count to Dalton Nelson.
Nelson's been doing pretty good for his first 2 games of the year here so far.
Yeah. Here comes the 1-0. The runner is going. Michael Greer. Schwann throws it down, and he gets Michael Greer again. Another really good throw from Schwann at the catcher's position. Jet Schwann is having a heck of a day behind the plate. He is basically keeping that running game at bay for the Troopers. And another caught stealing there for the Troopers as well.
Well, as we mentioned there in the first game, he has a heck of an arm back there. And you know, basically, I don't foresee them trying to steal too many more times against him.
1-1 count to Michael Greer is a ball, so it's a 2-1 count now to Dalton Nelson. 2 outs here in the inning for the Troopers now with their caught stealing. Dalton Nelson sends one high into right center gap. It's more of a pop-up. Center fielder calling off everybody else and makes the play for the third out of the inning. So, again, no damage done by the Troopers after that first inning. We're going into the top half of the fourth, with the Troopers leading 2-0. You're listening to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO, and on the Sheridan Media Facebook page and SheridanMedia.com.
Selling your home or business without a real estate agent can be a lot like baseball. Home runs do happen, but not as much as strikeouts, fouls, or fly balls. What you aren't aware of in your transaction could leave you with possible unexpected issues and could leave you heading back to the dugout. Real estate transactions require a professional. So if you're looking for that, call me, Kim Hall with ERA Carroll Realty at 520-227-5543. That's 520-227-5543.
Things are shaking at Sunlight Federal Credit Union. They have upped their CD rates and are offering a 1-year CD with a 1.77 APY, a 3-year CD with a 2.28 APY, and a 5-year CD with a 2.79 APY. All require $500 minimum deposit and early withdrawal penalty applies. Let Sunlight help you see your money grow. Stop by their location in Sheridan on Sugarland Drive or take a look online at sunlightfcu.com. Member NCUA and equal housing lender. Sunlight Federal Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Leading off the top of the fourth, the Pioneers. Number 5, Jet Schwann.
Welcome back to Trooper Baseball here at Ernie Ronnie Levy Field and Trooper Stadium. Frankie Maestri back on the bump for the Troopers, and Jet Schwann in the box for the Powell Pioneers. He watches at first pitch ball from Frankie Maestri. Here comes the second pitch. That one's a bit high as well for ball number 2.
For his first appearance of the year, James, Frankie's really looked pretty good up there today.
He looks comfortable up there for sure. Here comes the 2-0. That was a bit outside as well for ball number 3.
About the most uncomfortable thing on him is his hat, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's fallen off a couple times here. Every time he follows through, it looks like it's a little loose. Here comes the 3-0. That one's a strike. So a 3-1 count now to Jet Schwann. Here comes the 3-1 from Frankie Maestri. That one is lined right over the shortstop's head for a base hit. And Schwann gets a leadoff single for the Powell Pioneers here in the top half of the 4th inning.
Single by Schwann. Brings to the plate. Number 15, Brock Johnson.
Brock Johnson up to the plate now for the Powell Pioneers. The shortstop today, number 15. He struck out his last at-bat, struck out looking. We'll be looking to bring Schwann at least over to third base if he can get one into the outfield. Here comes the 0-0 pitch. That one is fouled off into the netting for strike 1. Gets his sign from his third base coach down there. Now he steps into the box. Schwann with a decent lead over at first base, but it doesn't look like he's going anywhere. And here comes the 0-1. That one's a bit outside. He's getting a big secondary lead. Here comes the 1-1 from Frankie Maestri. Comes set. 1-1. That one is lined right to the third baseman. And Schwann is caught in no man's land. He was running on a line drive. That is a bad base running mistake by Jet Schwann. And he gets doubled up by the third baseman. Good play there by Michael Greer at third base.
Adding to that great day that he's been having.
Yeah. Responsible for the double play. So now 2 outs here for the Troopers. Quick 2 outs for the Troopers. First pitch that Trey Stenerson sees is a ball. Stenerson started the game on the mound. Moved him out to center field after he was struggling finding the zone. Now he's got a 2-out count on him. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That one's a bit low as well for ball number 3.
Looks like we got a little rabbit running out on the field there.
That one is popped up, straight up. Center fielder camped under it easily, and that is out number 3 for the Powell Pioneers. The Troopers will be coming to bat with Nate Killian leading off the bottom half of the fourth. You're listening to Troopers Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook page.
Looking for an outdoor corral to hang your hat on and enjoy Wyoming's best ice cream and food without breaking the bank? Cowboy Creamery Western Style Ice Cream will open its outdoor ice cream and food stand this June. Come on by for our handcrafted Western Style ice cream cones, shakes, floats, and of course, our incredible hole-in-the-wall dog. Kick your spurs up on our wooden picnic tables and enjoy the sun with your family and friends. Cowboy Creamery Western Style. Always handcrafted with more cream and less air than premium ice creams. See you in June.
Are you looking for social media management, web development, videography, graphic design, or assistance with grant writing? Then Redinger Technologies is your solution. They can help you change your marketing execution capacity today, leaving you to do what you do best, run your business. Give them a call at 307-285-0105 or find them online at redingertechnologies.com. Redinger Technologies. Let the professionals handle it for you.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back here to Trooper Baseball. Ernie Rodolini Field at Trooper Stadium. Leading off the bottom half of the fourth inning for the Troopers is Nate Killian, the right fielder. He got walked back in the first inning, and it was a RBI walk as well with the bases loaded. And that brought in one of the 2 runs for the Troopers today, back in the first inning. First pitch to Killian here. That one is a bit outside for ball 1. Troopers' bats have pretty much gone silent here. Not a lot of hits, basically mostly walks here that got them across in the first inning. Second pitch he sees kind of skids over to the first baseman. Pitcher has to get over across, but he's not there in time. And Nate Killian gets an infield single, E1 if you want to call it that.
I'm giving that a single there. He was busting it down the line, and I think that he beat the pitcher there. It just wasn't there for a play.
We will put that down as a single then as well. So a single for Nate Killian here in the bottom half of the fourth, and Troopers have got another base runner on with no outs in the inning. Dalton Worstel he throws over to first base, but Killian didn't have that big of a lead, so pretty easy get back there. Here comes the 0-0 to Caden Steele, the first baseman. That one is a bit inside for ball number 1. Caden Steele flew out to the right fielder back in the first inning. Second pitch he sees there is a ball as well, so it's a 2-0 count to Caden Steele. Here comes the 2-0. That one is lined into center field, and that will get right in front of the center fielder, and that will move Nate Killian over to second base, and Caden Steele gets his single.
Troopers have a little bit of something going here now in the bottom of the fourth with 2 on and no out.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they're figuring out Dalton Worstel just a little bit more here. Brendan Mortensen up to the plate now for the Troopers, the center fielder. Here comes the 0-0 pitch from Dalton Worstel. That one was just a bit high and outside. Looks like a curveball they couldn't get over. The 1-0 from Brendan Mortensen to Brendan Mortensen. That one's a bit low for ball number 2.
And with Schwann's arm back there, it is no wonder that we did not see Killian.
Yeah, Mortensen grounds it over to the second baseman. He throws it over to the shortstop for the out at second base, but they try to turn 2, and Mortensen beats the throw over to first, so that'll go down as a fielder's choice, 4-6 fielder's choice. And Caden Steele is thrown out at second base.
Still a productive out, though, James. We got somebody moved over to third base.
Yeah, you'll take that if you if you can't make a hit or anything like that, at least get a productive out. Up to the plate now, the top of the lineup, Cale Hamrick, number 2. He's shortstop for the Troopers here in the second game. He sees a first pitch ball. The 1-0 pitch from Wartzel. That one is lined into center field as well. Center fielder going back a little bit. They tag up, and Killian is going to come home to score. So, sacrifice fly there for Cale Hamrick, a productive out as well. That'll be an RBI sac fly with Killian coming in for the run, and the Troopers now lead 3-0 with Mortensen over on first and 2 outs, and Rich Hall coming up to the plate. The internet. Rich Hall up to the plate now. Sees his first pitch ball. Here comes the second pitch. Rich Hall watches a strike for the first strike. So 1-1 count, 2 outs down here. Brennan Mortensen on first base.
And Mortensen showed some speed over there too.
Mm-hmm. Here comes the 1-1. That one is fouled off to the right-hand side for strike number 2.
As we were talking about, though, with Swanson's arm back there, I don't foresee too much action happening.
Yeah, not after he's gotten a couple of caught stealing today, and not a lot of running I can expect. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Rich Hall. That one is a bit low as well. Schwann blocks it, keeps it in front of him. So 2-2 count here for Rich Hall from Dalton Worstel. Brennan Mortensen with a decent lead over there at first. Here comes the pitch. That one is lined into left field. Might get over the left fielder's head, and an unbelievable catch by the left fielder. Oh my goodness, he was sprinting backwards, and an incredible diving play.
You got a horrible read on that to begin with. He was coming in, but then realized it just at the last possible second. And you're right, he was able to make an amazing diving play out there in left field.
So an unbelievable play by the left fielder for the Powell Pioneers. Gets them out of the inning. If that gets over his head, that's undoubtedly a run. And Troopers get one across nonetheless. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook page.
Being a truly great dental practice isn't just about treating patients. It's about finding meaningful ways to serve in your community. Dr. Michelle Meehan encourages you to get involved. Donate to local charities. Serve on a board. Sponsor local events and sports teams. Volunteer your time and give back. Sheridan's a wonderful place with so many awesome nonprofits that could use your time and talents. Dr. Michelle Meehan, sponsoring Sheridan Troopers Baseball on SheridanMedia.com and KWYO.
Some of the best things about business are the connections you make. Whether you're working with people down the block, across the state, or on the other side of the country, Range can help keep your connections strong. I'm Gabe Reese, your Range Business Solutions Specialist. I'm here to make sure your business has the network service, internet, phone system, and video monitoring you need. With Range, you're connected to the best. One company, one network, all for one reason. You. Range.net.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back here to Trooper Baseball. Frankie Maestri still on the bump for the Troopers, and leading off for the Powell Pioneers, number 25, Cade Queen, the third baseman. First pitch he sees, bit outside for a ball. Unbelievable play there made by Ryan Cortez. If that ball gets behind him, like I said, runner on first, Brennan Mortensen over on first, he is undoubtedly going to score. 1-0 pitch from Maestri is outside as well, so a 2-0 count. And robbed Rich Hall of a hit, at least a double, if that gets over his head, and laid all the way out to make the catch. Third pitch from Maestri is ball 3. So now Cade Queen, the 3-0 count here in the top half of the fifth. Cade Queen, the victim of a 4-6-3 double play. He was on second. He was the runner going to second on that 4-6-3 double play back in the top half of the second, and he walked in his at bat. Here comes the 3-1 count now. That one's a strike as well, so Maestri battling back here to make it 3-2 for the Troopers. Here comes the 3-2. That is ball number 4 for Cade Queen, so he walks again and gets on first with no outs. Now up to the plate for the Pioneers is Aiden Greenwald, number 22, first baseman. The 0-0 pitch to him is outside for ball number 1. Cade Queen getting a pretty decent lead over there at first base. We'll see if he goes, try to get a runner in scoring position for the Pioneers with the waning innings coming up. The 1-0 pitch from Maestri. That one catches the outside corner for strike number 1. It's a 1-1 count now for Greenwald. Greenwald gets his signs from his third base coach. Frankie comes set. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one is swung on and missed by Greenwald, so a 1-2 count now.
Maestri's really impressed me here today, James, especially on his first appearance for the Troopers, at least here at home of the season. He is, really calm and collected up there and been pounding the zone pretty good.
Yeah, he's shown a good, an alive arm, like they said. The 1-2 count is swung on and missed by Greenwald, so he gets another strikeout as well. Keeps that runner over at first. So now 1 out with Dalton Wurstel, with the pitcher now coming up to the plate, number 6. Dalton will try to help himself out here. Here comes the 0-0. That one is grounded to the second baseman. Trevor Stowe flips it over to Hamrick, and Hamrick throws it over to Steele. And that is another double play for the Troopers to get out of the inning. So no runs pushed across. Troopers still lead 3-0. You're listening to Trooper Baseball here, 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWIO, and on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook page.
Blodorn Lumber understands home improvement and construction in Wyoming. After all, as a Wyoming-based business, Blodorn Lumber's been serving Sheridan for over 60 years. Heck, the Blodorn Lumber Sheridan staff has a combined 150-plus years of knowledge. They put that to work for you every day. Have questions about your home project, new construction, or tools? Well, stop by Blodorn Lumber in Sheridan. They're always happy to help you out. Blodorn Lumber, serving Sheridan since 1957.
Sheridan Memorial Hospital is celebrating 2 important events this month, National Nurses Week and National Hospital Week. People are the most impressive and most important resource at Sheridan Memorial Hospital. That's why this time is set aside to recognize the dedicated healthcare workers, physicians, volunteers, and other health professionals who strive to fulfill the hospital's mission to serve our community with excellent patient-centered care. Sheridan Memorial Hospital, medical excellence right here at home.
Hi, this is DJ Deercorn.
Troopers get another 4-6-3 double play to get out of the top half of the 5th inning with no damage done. So the Troopers leading 3-0. And coming up for the Troopers is number 16, Cody Kilpatrick, the catcher. Cody's flown out to the center fielder, and he walked back in the first inning and came around for a run. And he watches strike number 1 to start off the bottom half of the 5th. The 0-1 pitch to Cody is lined out into center field. Might be a tough play by the center fielder, but he makes the running catch. A good job by the center fielder, Trey Stenerson, to get the out on Cody Kilpatrick. So 1 away here for the Troopers with Trevor Stowe coming to the plate.
Number 1, Trevor Stowe.
Trevor Stowe, I said he came around and scored the last time he was at bat. That is not true. He got all the way to third, but did not score. And then he flew out to the left fielder back in the third inning. Trevor Stowe hits one high, also towards the center fielder. And center fielder's camped under it. Stenderson makes the play again for out number 2. Stowe looks like he's really trying to ambush those first pitches. He's got a couple of those first pitch flyouts, first or second pitch flyouts.
Our 3-4 hole today has not had their best showing.
Yeah, they haven't really pushed that many across or anything like that, but the rest of the lineup has kind of picked them up nonetheless.
They have.
Here comes the 0-0 to Michael Greer. That one is a strike. It's an 0-1 count to Michael Greer with 2 outs here in the inning.
Tried to come back with that curveball there.
The 0-1 hits him. Michael Greer, it's a free bag over at first base after getting hit by pitch. And now Dalton Nelson will come up to the plate as the DH and the 6th batter in the lineup for the Troopers.
He had that success on that first pitch curveball and thought he'd come back to it and just did not snap it off hard enough there.
Here comes the 0-0 to Dalton Nelson. That one, fastball, catches the zone for strike number 1. So Michael Greer over on first. Dalton Nelson up to the plate. Dalton Nelson, he got to first on the fielder's choice and flew out to center field. His next at bat, he linesman over into right field. Right fielder plays it perfectly, and that is out number 3 for the Troopers. So again, no damage done for the Troopers. They're leading 3-0 nonetheless. You're listening to Troopers Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook page.
Have you heard? There's a new local podcast coming called Talk Local, Talk Sheridan. It'll be Sheridan-focused, talking with business owners and locals about everything and anything to do with Sheridan. If you're interested in submitting a topic or would like to be on an episode and discuss something to do with Sheridan, then send an email to info@TalkLocalTalkSheridan. And be sure to listen for future updates on Talk Local, Talk Sheridan, including when the first episode will be launching.
Ready for a new career? True Built Builders, Sheridan's leader in custom post-frame buildings and homes for over 24 years, is expanding their workforce and is currently taking applications for all skill levels. You'll work for a community-oriented building company that's been supporting local sports teams, rodeo, FFA, 4-H, and more. You'll be offered a competitive wage depending on your experience with an opportunity for advancement and training. Contact Jim or Brenda at True Built Builders, 752-0631, or email truebuiltjobs@vcn.com.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Trooper Baseball. Heading into the top half of the 6th inning. Coming up for the Powell Pioneers is Aiden Want-to-Look. Playing second base for the Pioneers today. He grounded out to the second baseman. His lone at bat of the day, and first pitch he sees is a ball. Comes the second pitch from Maestri. Maestri still out there.
He only faced one over the minimum here.
Yeah, heading into his 6th inning of work now. Throws the second ball to Want-to-Look. Here comes the third pitch of the at bat. That one's popped straight up. Looks like it's going to be Cody Kilpatrick's ball, the catcher, and he makes the play behind home plate for out number 1.
Kilpatrick did a great job there, not overrunning it and letting the ball spin back towards him.
Yeah, that is a common mistake that a lot of younger catchers make. They try to go push up towards the ball, and the backspin on the ball will usually get over their head sometimes. Up to the plate now for the Powell Pioneers is number 3, Keaton Roughton. He struck out back in the 3rd inning. He's playing right field for the Pioneers today, and the first pitch he sees is a swinging strike. Here comes the 0-1. That one is chopped over to the third base side, but it is foul. So now an 0-2 count. One away here in the top half of the 6th.
And we'd like to take a quick chance to thank a few more of our sponsors here: Sheridan County Memorial Hospital, True Built Builders, Redinger Technologies, Auto Connections, and Range, just to name a few.
Roughton pops one up over towards the first base side, and Cody Kilpatrick runs over to make the play. So another fly out to Cody Kilpatrick.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before. The catcher get 2 pop-ups right in a row.
2 straight catcher pops. 2 outs now in the top half of the 6th inning, and Ryan Cortez, the top half of the lineup for the Pioneers, steps in. First pitch he sees, just a bit high for ball number 1. Cortez grounded out to the shortstop and flew out to the second baseman his last 2 at-bats, so he's 0 for 2 on the day. He watches ball number 2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Maestri. That one is popped up as well. Could be trouble.
I don't think Kilpatrick's getting that one.
Yeah, Kilpatrick didn't make that play, but the right fielder Nate Killian for the Troopers did. So that is out number 3 in the top half of the 6th. It's 3-0 here for the Troopers. You're listening to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media Facebook page.
When you see someone sipping on a crisp, refreshing drink from McDonald's, you may suddenly crave one too. And that's normal. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink.
Right now at McDonald's, try one of our icy cold slushies. Enjoy deliciously refreshing flavors like the new tropical mango or strawberry watermelon, and pair it with our world-famous fries. Price and participation may vary.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you a quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Trooper Baseball here at Ernie Ronellini Field, Trooper Stadium. That's the first throw from Schwann that we've seen get behind the second baseman on the throwdown.
That one just kind of tailed off a little bit to the right there.
Yeah, the great two-seam fastball.
It was.
Coming up to the plate now, Nate Killian, the right fielder, who made the third out of the last half of the inning for the Troopers. He sees the first pitch. Here it comes. The 0-0. That one is a bit low for ball 1. Killian got a single his last at-bat and came around to score, and he was hit by a pitch. Or, excuse me, he walked his first at-bat. Comes the 1-0 to him. That one is a ball. Dalton Wurzel still out there for the Powell Pioneers. After coming in relief in the first inning, the 2-0 pitch, here it comes. That one's a strike. Came in relief in the first inning after the starting pitcher for the Powell Pioneers, Trey Stennerson, did not get a single out, and Wurstel's been on the mound ever since.
He's done an excellent job himself with only giving up the 1 run.
Yeah, he's done a pretty good job out of the pen, quote-unquote, if you will.
I think that you can call it out of the pen.
Yeah, I mean, they took him out of, left field or something like that, I think?
Right field, I believe.
Right field. Here comes the 2-2 to Nate Killian. That one's a bit high. Didn't get all the way around on that one. Didn't break it into the zone. So a 3-2 count now to Nate Killian.
Yeah, and their coach spent no hesitation, pointing to him out there when he did call him in, and he knew that this was the guy to bring in right away.
Nate Killian walks there, sees the fourth ball down into the dirt, and that is a walk for Nate Killian, another second on the day. And they'll bring up Caden Steele, 8th hitter in the lineup for the Troopers. Here comes the first pitch to Steele. That one is curled in to the zone for strike number 1 against Steele. Caden Steele flew out to the right fielder back in the first inning, and then got a single and then got out at second base on a force back in the 4th inning.